The following is only intended for mature audiences. This program contains strong language, controversial opinions about controversial people, outrageous guests, and true villainy. If you cannot handle these things, then respectfully, you are a bitch. And this probably isn't the show for you. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the Supervillain Show. I'm your host, Injustice, your local supervillain. Thank y'all for tuning back in.
That was clean. That was smooth.
I'm getting better at it. I know we've been inconsistent with the pod.
It's my fault, honestly.
It's really not your fault. Well, yeah, it's partly your fault for sure. But it's a main part is my fault. First of all, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Yo, we talking about the elephant in the room. It's a pretty big week for you.
It has been a bitty,
bitty.
It's been a long day. It's been a pretty big week for me for sure. First of all, welcome back, y'all. I got my boy. How do you want me? I feel like you change your name like every week, bro.
Oh, Quan Ryu. Bet. They know my whole government. If you watch all the shows, you know my government.
Yeah. If you're a regular listener, you know this nigga's government name, social, all that. He doxed himself. But yeah, this has been a pretty big couple weeks for me. I graduated.
You know the scammer's gonna go back now looking for my social. Right?
Yeah, for sure. It's episode 1, around the 15-minute mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I graduated. Niggas got his college degree, bro. Yeah, I wish I had a clap. Do I have a clap?
Yeah, I just tried to clap that on fucked up the mic, bro.
Yeah, probably. I wonder if I do have a clapping sound effect. Let's see if I have an applause. Do I have an applause? Yeah. There we go. Let's give a little applause. Giving myself applause is really nasty behavior, so I'm gonna turn that down. Yeah. But yeah, I'm done, bro. It's super weird. I'm done with school for like the rest of my life.
What do you do now?
I don't know. These last couple weeks, I've been really catching up on sleep. Honestly, I don't know if that sounds lame.
Oh, it's not.
It's not, bro.
Real niggas know.
I've been catching up on sleep, man.
Real niggas know that you could play a video game, but nothing will beat that sleep. You can go out, but nothing will beat that sleep.
And it's funny because, like, I'll go home and be like, I can finally chill. I got time to play video games. I got time to do this. I got time to do that. No. Once I hit my bed, it's over.
Wraps. It's over.
I might not even fall asleep.
There's
no way I'm leaving the bed. There's
At all.
no way, bro.
And I physically can't ever play a video game in my bed.
Yo, facts.
I don't know why.
Facts.
I'm just not built that way.
It's not gonna work out.
I'm gonna put a show on and I'm gonna lay my ass back down.
That's what always happens, bro. That's what always happens. But yeah, like, it's kind of weird. Like, this is real life now.
It's crazy, right?
This is weird life now.
I got a question because I was talking to this girl and she was like, she's scared now. Not super scared, but she feel like she got to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel?
After the ceremony and all that, I went home. I didn't really feel that different.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel different. It really doesn't. I don't think it really like hit me. Maybe because like the way my thing is set up.
Yeah,
like the way I like what I want to do, I'm kind of doing it already.
Yeah, I see.
I don't have a job, but
every day's a job for you for now.
I'm still gonna be applying, but like I'm still
hustling.
Like I'm still gonna be doing content. Like I graduated and like the next day I was editing some shit. Like it's just how it is. It's not like you graduate and then like you get a job and you're an accountant and you rise the ranks and you're a CEO or whatever. It's not like that. Like I'm the shit I wanted to go to school for. I'm doing it already.
Yeah, like that's how like my shit was. I do the classes. When you get the class, you get the job.
Yeah.
Now you just apply what you learn in the classes.
Yeah, like I think there's supposed to be like that pressure, like that. Like now this is real life. Now I have to go out there and get a job quickly. I don't feel that. I don't know. Is that like a problem? Like I'm not like I know I have to go find a job and then I'm gonna start applying soon. But like I'm not stressing it.
I wouldn't. I mean, as a person that was stressing after I finished my shit,
yeah,
it's so pointless because you're gonna get a job. It's not like it'd be different if you wasn't never gonna look for a job.
I think that I know a decent amount of people.
Yeah,
already. I'm more focused on doing more networking.
See, and you once again, you've been doing your craft this whole time. My whole thing was like I didn't want to lose the knowledge of the act, like the shit I had to do.
It's different for each like occupation. Like, what you do. Did you tell them what you do?
No, they don't know me like that.
They don't got to know. They don't got to know. But
I be saving lives and taking wives. That's all I need to know.
He's a grave digger.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Literally taking wives out of the grave. But now, like what you do, it's like you go to school for it. You train for it, and then you get a job somewhere to go do it. There's really There's really no freelancing of what the fuck you do.
Nah,
like,
you work for yourself.
I could, I mean, not for money right now, but like that's the goal. Like, I want to get a job, but if this shit blows up tomorrow,
like,
I'm not fucking get a job.
Nigga,
I'm gonna do this,
nigga, too.
Yeah,
out of here.
I'm saying like this.
Nigga, I am part time.
Facts. Like, so I think I'm focused on like there's like some projects I still want to do, and I'm focusing on that this summer and just like spending more time to myself and shit. But I think my biggest focus is networking, because I think I did a good job. As it should be. Networking here, but I want to network more.
There's no greater network in the summertime than the summertime, bro.
There's just so much, and I think I need to make some changes, bro.
What type of changes? Interchanges?
I think we're gonna talk about Kendrick later. Yeah. My favorite Kendrick Lamar quote: he called himself an antisocial extrovert, and that's what I think I am. I don't think I used to think I was I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I think that once I get to really know people, then I turn to an extrovert. I just think I'm antisocial. I feel you. I'm not one to go to like events. If you're doing an event and I gotta get up, I gotta get dressed, I gotta go here just to talk to a bunch of people I don't know.
Yeah.
And have these interactions with people I don't know, 9 times out of 10, I'm not pulling up unless I really fuck with you.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not like a big party person.
Definitely.
I'm not big into that. And I feel like for what I want to do in the foreseeable future, I kind of have to be like that.
You do.
So I think I need to start forcing myself to do these things just for like networking purposes.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
It will suck.
That fucking sucks, bro. But
that's like my whole thing. Like, I can be social, but I have a limit.
Yeah, everybody got that social battery, bro.
It's like
once that shit runs out, it's like nah.
Like, and like my shit's a whole different breed. Like, I can be social, whatever. Then I gonna get home and I think about it. It's like, oh, I fucking hate how every way I acted that night. But you have no choice, because either that or like I'm gonna just be there me mugging people.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You have to put on that extra face.
Mm-hmm.
And like once you get older and you realize you're putting on that extra face, you're like, nigga, I just want to chill with my regular people. If I like blank out, they already know what the business is. They know like I'm zoned out.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
You know, like I gotta put on a smile for you people. You people.
You don't have to put on a smile for them.
Fuck y'all.
Exactly. You don't have to put on a smile for them at all.
This is bad guy territory.
It is, bro. It is.
This is for the introverts right here.
This podcast is
the street niggas. No in between.
This podcast is for the introverts, the street niggas. And you know, it's for everybody, bro.
It's for the hoes. It's for the
hoes,
for the classy ladies.
It's for all, all the crypto nerds. It's for everybody, bro.
Fuck them niggas, honestly. Fuck them NFT niggas.
Them NFT niggas. You were on that. You were trying to be on that for a little bit.
I was, until I realized niggas are like not making no more money off it. All that shit lasts like 3 months. It's always a 3-month span.
I kind of get the concept of NFTs. I'm not fucking with it, bro. I don't understand how like an original like JPEG or whatever of like a cartoon character could be worth all this money, or why it should be worth all this money.
When you could just screenshot shit.
Exactly. But then again, like in the grand scheme of things, why are sneakers that cost $30 to make worth all this money too?
Why do photographers put a watermark on something when you can just remove the watermark and still take the picture without paying them? It's a lot of weird shit in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like where it was something new. I never got into it. Yeah, definitely not my thing.
Yeah, okay with me leaning back like this?
Comment down below if for all my YouTube viewers,
O's.
tell this nigga to fix his posture. That's the change you need to make. You need to fix your fucking posture, bro.
My whole thing is, man, once you get older, maybe I know, maybe I young. Don't watch this if y'all young. I don't give a fuck anymore, honestly.
This nigga talks and acts like he's 46 years old, bro.
It's like,
You're 21, bro.
bro, exactly. Niggas be talking about, oh man, you need a boo thing. Do I really?
I wish they could see the shoes you have on right now. Oh, those are...
Yo, and if y'all knew the color,
He has like some solid gold, like grandma slippers right now. And like with no socks on.
nigga,
like,
because I'm dripped the fuck
bro.
out, bro.
With some jeans, bro. It's an interesting choice.
Yo,
Like,
okay, yo, my whole field is a bunch of women, right? And they be talking about like getting boyfriends and shit. Fuck them.
what?
Nah, think about this. Are you beat to get a girl right now?
No.
You shouldn't be, honestly.
No.
And if y'all young and y'all like under 25 or whatever, nigga, it'll come.
But aren't they like older ladies?
Some of them bitches are like 30, like.
So that's the territory where you should be looking for.
But that's why, like, they like, oh, you don't got a girlfriend, da da da. I'm like, nah, and they're like, oh, you're not looking for one, which they could just be like,
maybe they're looking
flirting,
for you.
yeah,
They're looking for you, bro.
But it makes me feel more comfortable because I'm like, yo, y'all 30. It's not like y'all close to marriage, so I got nothing to fucking worry about.
You low key fumbled the bag right there.
I'm not there.
Actually, no, it's not fumbling a bag because like they're working.
You
with
work with them,
so you
and
have the same bag.
And most of them, I'm working under.
Hey,
Directly under.
Hey,
It should be.
Hey,
maybe
I should cop some of those gold slippers too.
Yeah, they was fucking with the nails. Did you see the glitter nails at one point? Y'all live y'all life. If y'all want to do something, just fucking do it. What's the worst that could happen?
This nigga's been watching too much JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Bizarre Adventures, nigga, that can get real.
This nigga been listening to Prince. Been acting unusual.
What you trying to say about Prince?
I don't like Prince.
Pop life. What's the matter with you? And
I'm not gonna like sit here and like act like I know Prince deserves like all the respect.
Yeah.
But I was never a Prince guy. I feel
like in life you're usually either an MJ guy or a Prince person. And if you came after the time, you're usually just an MJ guy.
I'm definitely you like both though, right?
I like both.
Yeah, I go back to there's some older artists that I love. Like I like Marvin Gaye.
Oof.
I like Al Green is tough. Stevie Wonder.
I was gonna say, man,
Jimi Hendrix.
Amore is a beautiful song by Stevie Wonder.
Tough,
beautiful. I ate some ass. Listen to that song. That's a 100% a fact.
You did what, nigga?
I ate some ass listening to that song.
Listen to Stevie Wonder?
It was in the playlist, bro. I have that on my playlist, bro.
So now every time you hear that song,
you think about
eating ass?
I think about the exact way I was eating ass.
The exact ass too.
Yeah. Wasn't bad. I don't regret it either.
It was a nice ass.
Yeah. I was getting my dick sucked at the same time, bro. Felt good. Getting your dick sucked and having ass cheeks in your hand and everything.
This is taking a turn.
Yo, welcome to the What's up?
This is definitely taking a turn. This is not the route I expected this conversation to go. So what else is in your sex playlist besides Stevie Wonder? Like, is it like versatile? You got some like, I
got Father in it.
Father
is a freaky ass nigga.
I don't know, bro. Doing shit to Father's voice though. I feel like I listen to that nigga too often. Like I don't listen to Stevie Wonder that often, where that's not too flagrant. I feel like I listen to Father too often, where it'd be super weird.
But I listen to songs. I don't listen to like slow dance and shit. I don't listen to that.
Slow dance is fire.
But that's fire. It's a fire song, and it sets the mood and shit.
Oh, no,
I don't know. I got Simply Red. You don't know Simply Red? Some like white ginger dude from back in the 80s. Listen to the Smiths. Smiths got some good like slow jams. You got to put the slow shit on for the shorties. I would if every bitch didn't freak out. R. Kelly, so easy. Come on, bro.
R. Kelly does have some bangers. What about like you don't got any like old like R&B like Jodeci?
Nah, see like those are the type of shits that play once my playlist ends anyway. You know? I don't got a long playlist. About like 20 songs. When you kicking it with a bitch, it's going to, it's longer than an hour and 45 minutes and shit. So I get the recommendations afterwards. I'll be chilling. You know, once you had that much slow shit in your playlist, the recommendations do right.
I feel.
You feel me?
Yes.
You're not gonna get nothing crazy. You're not about to get a milli by Lil Wayne.
That's crazy. Imagine in the club comes on or some shit like that.
Yeah, like
and now like you're chilling one day and in the club comes on. And
I
now you,
dead
and now
think I
you
got
bricked
some
up.
T-Pain songs though on my slow jams.
That could possibly work.
I do. I got. I don't know what I have, but I know I have about like 4 of them drawings.
Shout out to T-Pain.
For real, I feel like we talked about T-Pain like multiple times on this podcast.
We just did first of all, shout out to Brave New Radio. This is probably gonna be my last time here for a while. Make sure you tap into my last episode of Morning Commute.
Word.
You can get that on Spotify. I said my goodbye to like BNR and stuff, but the last time I was here, we did like a verses, and
Okay.
it was a 3-hour one, and each hour was a different verses.
Oh, that's tough.
So the first hour, it was T-Pain versus Travis Scott.
I'm sorry. I love Travi. T-Pain probably bodied that.
All right, so I won all 3 hours. I won out 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was repping like the old school, so I was T-Pain.
Yeah.
It was close, but T-Pain,
Not really.
T-Pain got some shit, bro. T-Pain got some shit.
It could be close all you want, but it's not. It's never really close.
Yeah. And then so the second hour, it was Outcast versus Migos.
That's not right.
Why is it not right?
Amigos is cool and all, but the vibes, you're not beating Outkast.
Here's the thing. Outcast got less hits than you think.
Hits though.
That's what a versus is.
But if you're going from song to song, there's no way you're going to listen to an Outkast song.
That's what ended up happening. Like towards the end, I started playing shit, and it was like whatever you play, there's nothing you because like at the end he played Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie would beat most niggas.
It's a hit, but sometimes you play a song and the song quality just don't add up to the song you just played.
Like Bad and Bougie would beat most niggas' best song.
Yeah,
But then he played Bad and Bougie, and I played Hey Ya.
it's over.
And it was like,
it's over.
yeah, it was tough for him. And then the last hour, this one was not that close. It was 50 Cent and Pop Smoke. And I thought it was gonna be close. I'll be honest, I thought it was gonna be close.
The dead like 50 Cent gonna win. Come on, bro.
Bro, I played some 50 Cent's catalog is disgusting, bro.
Pop Smoke could have won if he had more songs, probably.
I think because it was only 10 songs, I think he had enough. It's just like, I don't
It's
know.
50. Like, it's gonna be kind of weird to pick Pop Smoke if Pop Smoke probably would have picked 50 over him anyway.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I still stand on it, bro. I think that last album, right around the time he passed, I think if niggas were outside, that would have been a bigger album than it was.
I never listened to that shit.
It was
I
fire.
don't listen to
It
that
was
shit,
fire.
bro.
It was fire, bro.
It could be.
It was definitely fire. Yeah, this definitely took a turn.
It took a turn right
I
when I
was-
started talking about eating ass.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I was
my bad,
not expecting-
people.
No, bro, we're getting personal here, bro. We're getting personal at the Supervillain show, bro.
I mean, you learn a little bit about me every
That's
time.
what villains do.
Eat ass. All right, I'm a real villainy then.
Call me Lex Luthor.
Call me like,
Are you-
I'm
you're the Lex
Doomsday, nigga.
You're the doomsday of eating ass.
You feel me? I'm Asspokolips.
That was awful, bro. That might have to be the name of this episode. Asspokolips is crazy, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Asspokolips?
You know what it is.
No, I don't. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here, bro. We're here. At least I'm trying to change the subject somehow. Like oh, wonderful weather. Like, nigga, stop. Why did you bring up eating ass to Stevie Wonder?
Bro.
Do you think Stevie Wonder made his music intending on niggas eating ass to it?
Definitely.
Maybe.
Definitely.
I think certain niggas definitely.
You
do.
probably was eating ass thinking about that song. He said, no, I mean, I got a song for this.
Do you think he thought he was eating something else?
No, that nigga ain't blind.
That was a test. Stevie Wonder is not blind, ladies and gentlemen.
Stupid ass.
I've been planning on making.
How is his wife so
video.
good looking?
I haven't seen his wife. She bad?
Yeah.
See, I got to do my research now.
I heard back in the day she was bad though. Imagine she's just ugly right now.
I gotta
I
be-
made myself look bad. I haven't even seen her, but I've heard about how good looking she is.
I got to get in my journalism bag now, aka Google.
For true.
Stevie Wonder.
Pit Young. Don't make me look bad. Imagine she's like
Young. Okay,
busted.
Let's see.
She pretty for real?
Tamika Robin Bracey.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's her. I don't know.
What the fuck do I know his wife like that?
Her?
Is she bad or? Nigga,
Is
I'm
she-
going off what other people saying. Oh, she is kind of cute though. She ain't like I thought she was like supermodel bad.
There's multiple people here though, so I don't know. It could be somebody else.
Yo, he just picked a bunch of bad bitches. Is you trying to tell me? Moral of the story: nigga not blind.
Yeah, this nigga's not blind, bro. Nah.
Yeah.
This nigga's not blind. I'm gonna make a video on it. I've been saying I'm gonna make a video on it for years.
Go make a theory video.
I'm going to, because there's so much proof, bro. There's the video of him catching the mic stand. There's stories of that nigga driving. He's not blind.
He's Daredevil blind. You know how Daredevil be like, I'm blind, but I only see everything in red? Nigga, you ain't blind then. So if I swung a punch, you can see it though.
Yeah, that's not really blind.
I hate that.
That's like, it's not colorblind.
Every Daredevil thing, weird that we're getting to this. He's like, yo, I can't see, but I see everything in flames. I can't see, but I see everything in red. That means you can see. You can see, nigga. You just don't see all the colors. Fuck out of here.
He just needs a trip to the eye doctor.
Nigga's a bitch.
Yeah.
Pussy. Fuck you.
You got beef with Daredevil now? A real villain, bro. A real villain.
Because I'm the real damn devil.
Talking shit. That's how I be feeling, bro.
Mark of the beast, nigga.
You heard this supposedly they might do like a Daredevil spinoff on Disney Plus.
I heard. Hope he has that yellow suit too. I heard he's gonna fuck She-Hulk.
Yeah, we're gonna get into She-Hulk.
Well, the way the trailer looking, she might fuck him.
You want to get into it now, bro?
We
Let's
there,
get- let's
right?
get- let's-
We there, right?
Let's get into it now. The She-Hulk trailer dropped, and it's gotten a lot of people angry. It's got a lot of people upset.
It definitely was a trailer.
What did you think of it?
Thought it was trash.
Why? Why do you think it was trash?
I think it looks boring.
Really?
Look like as a regular as a show can be. Like, disregard the superhero shit. A girl living a girl's life.
Mhm.
What the fuck do I care? Like, why would I watch that? Like, then you got the Hulk in it. He's kind of cool, but he's like fucking Professor Hulk, so he's still a joke. It don't seem like there's ever gonna be like main villain big fight type shit.
I think you're hating right now,
It don't look.
and I think you don't respect women. I think that's a big. part of it.
Nah. I was going into She-Hulk like, yo, this is gonna be the first one that's actually fire. Like Miss Marvel, like Captain Marvel, I didn't like it because they made her overpowered, like
Another woman show.
the most powerful person ever. I'm like, nah, She-Hulk, real Avenger, like she lit, like she
So
does the Deadpool shit, and she talks like fourth wall breaks, and
So you're not feeling shit.
and she thotty too, like she was gonna be fired. This is just like one big like CW show.
So you're not feeling She-Hulk. You said
Nope.
you're not gonna feel the Miss Marvel show.
Fuck that.
Okay, so there's a pattern here. Let me ask you a question. What do you think's the worst Marvel movie made so far?
The worst Marvel movie. I would say Captain Marvel. Never watched it.
I know exactly what you're gonna say,
What?
and it's gonna fit to my agenda that you don't like women
It's not.
because you're gonna say Black Widow.
That's a lot. Cause guess what?
I know you're gonna say Black Widow. You know why? Because it is. It is the worst Marvel movie ever.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I think it just has the worst villain.
No, it's the worst movie.
I think it's a pretty okay movie.
The movie's cool. It's funny.
I don't like Thor: The Dark World. That shit was
Thor:
whack.
The Dark World is actually no. We could low key have this conversation. I think Black Widow is in the convo. I think Thor: The Dark World is in the convo. I think that
Whoa. Let's go back to this agenda you were trying to push. Because first off, Monica Rambeau is queen and always will be.
shout out to the
Wanda's
Black
a
Queens.
babe. Maybe I shouldn't be over sexualizing
Elite milk.
them to like
No, let's over sexualize.
elite.
Milk.
Yeah. That's about it. Oh, fool. Hawkeye, new Hawkeye. That's my boo. I'm trying to bag her.
No,
Honestly.
so
Can we start that like campaign for the pod? Me and Haley Steinfeld.
why is that a campaign that we need to start?
Cause if I can bag Haley Steinfeld, then we lit, nigga.
I feel that.
You feel?
So
She
what
classy.
So what do you think the worst Marvel movie is then? It could be Thor: The Dark World or that like the Hulk movie. Hulk movie was pretty ass.
You know what? Forgot that kind of counts. That's the movie. That shit trash.
And I guess we're just talking about the MCU, because if we're talking about just Marvel movies in general, it got to be a Sony movie.
First of all, I don't
Morbius.
fuck with none of them Venom movies.
They were
I truly don't fuck with none of the Deadpool movies.
Funny.
Not
great movies.
Like, as a nigga who likes
really
Deadpool, that's too much of a joke. That's just Family Guy.
You know what's funny? Like, when we were kids, before they started really using Deadpool was like the cool nigga. Where like,
he was cool.
Like, I can't wait for them to make Deadpool shit. And then they made Deadpool shit, and now he's like
a joke.
And it's just, I see Deadpool, I don't give a fuck.
You know why Deadpool was cool? Because he would crack a joke but really murk you.
Yeah. The murk with the mouth, bro.
The murk with the mouth, nigga. Like, this nigga was dead.
It sounds kind of sus, but
this nigga was serious about his contracts and all that. Yes, that was sus.
That's a pretty sus nickname. Let's be honest.
Pause.
It's a pretty sus nickname.
But nah, these movies have no plots. It's just Deadpool doing Deadpool shit.
I think the worst Marvel movie ever made, if we're talking Sony, all that, gotta
Blade
be
Trinity.
Nah,
that shit was.
that's
trash.
up there. I think the Elektra movie's up there too. But I think that the worst ever, the Fantastic Four reboot.
I'm sorry, Michael Jordan, bro. I'm so
That shit was
sorry,
ass.
bro.
Don't call it Michael Jordan.
I called it since the
Don't
first
call it Michael
podcast, bro.
Don't call it Michael Jordan.
That's the running gag, bro.
That shit was ass.
I'm sorry, MJ, bro. That shit was trash.
I can't even hit the mid button because it's worse than mid.
Yeah,
It's ass.
that is mediocre.
Nah, that's just bad. That's just bad. But we're talking about She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, that's a
Talking about
good
She-Hulk.
tie-in because She-Hulk is gonna be bad.
I think people need to relax because it before the trailer even came out, it was announced this was gonna be. It wasn't gonna be a regular superhero show. It was gonna be like a comedy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting from this.
I didn't like how she looked either, though.
All right, I'll admit this. She did look a little Fiona-ish.
Yo, you know who
Fiona
she looked
from
like?
Shrek, for
okay,
sure.
Thank you for telling me that. I hope he was telling them that.
There could be other Fionas. It's a common name.
Oh, isn't that chick from Shameless called Fiona?
Yeah.
That's what's up. As I was saying, she looked like. Have you seen the not the last Hawk movie, but the Hawk movie before that when that nigga was green as fuck?
Yeah.
She looked like she came from that world. She looks so fucking green compared to like the regular Hawk that we got right now. And Abomination. Those look so good, and hers just look so weird and out of place. But that might change when the show starts.
Yeah. I'm not feeling the emanation. I'm not feeling the animation for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up on the show. I think it could be funny, bro. I think if you look at it as a sitcom with superheroes in it, I think you might fuck with it.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. I'm not watching Ms. Marvel.
I don't have high hopes for Ms. Marvel, but I think it might be a good show. I don't know. Marvel rarely misses, so it might.
That
be
is
good,
also
just,
true.
just off the strength. But yeah, I don't think She-Hulk's gonna be all that bad per se.
It's not gonna be all that good either.
I just think that I heard I didn't watch Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I heard Peacemaker was really funny.
Yo, nah, but that was actually really good. It was more than just really funny.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think it's gonna be as Peacemaker because
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be legit like a comedy.
Yeah.
But you know,
Like Peacemaker had like mental health and shit
Oh,
involved
word.
and shit. That shit was good, bro.
Yeah, that's on the list of shit I gotta watch. But yeah, fucking.
I mean, yeah, I can
You never
see
know,
it
bro.
being good. Like she's supposed to be like, probably like, take his spot in the Avengers type shit. Like she is actually like a part of the Avengers,
So she'll probably be like comedic relief.
or just a thought, bro.
She could just be a thought.
She's a thought in the comics,
All right, so let's talk about it.
or sexually liberated in
Let-
the comics.
Let's get into the convo. This is the convo. We knew it was gonna get here.
Yeah,
Would you fuck She-Hulk?
yeah. Well, are we talking about like as weird as it sounds? Are we talking about the chicken in the show, or are we talking about how She-Hulk just looks and?
Would you fuck She-Hulk?
Are we talking about the actress and like how she looks in that show, or are we just talking about how like
I don't know why you're putting these. It's a
because
simple
She-Hulk
question.
in the comic look bad. I fucked the shit out of She-Hulk from the comics, but that looked like that looked like Jade with green paint on. I fucked the shit out of Jade. I don't know about that white girl on that show though.
The white girl cute.
She alright.
She giving like if
She give me mommy vibes, and I really mean like a mom, a mother.
Like if Jess from New Girl was She-Hulk, would you wouldn't fuck Jess?
The most passive aggressive She-Hulk in the world.
You wouldn't fuck Jess?
Yeah, but I feel like you just swapped the whole thing. That's not.
If you
Jess.
were She-Hulk's roommate and y'all had the little thing going on, you would fuck She-Hulk.
Hear me out though. If she's in She-Hulk mode, does she have like a big clitoris?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe we'll find out on the show. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe the show will answer your questions. Maybe the show will answer your questions, bro.
Shout out to David Otunga, bro.
What?
He's on the show.
What? David Otunga's on that show?
We should out to no one knows who David Otunga is. We shouldn't be talking about this on the
I was
pod.
about to say that's the most random shout out I've ever heard in my fucking life, nigga. David Otunga's in that show. What is he? All right, not gonna hold you, bro.
He was one of the people it slid to when it was like all the dates she was having.
I'm not gonna hold you. That just made me not like the show. The fact that David Otunga is already in it. Because if he's in the trailer, you know that nigga's gonna be in the show. David Otunga.
Shout out to my nigga David Otunga. Who's his wife? Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer. Same.
Did you say Whitney Houston?
Same Siggy bitches. I don't know, bro.
Did you just compare Whitney Houston to Jennifer Hudson?
I don't know, nigga.
Okay, before we deal with that, for those of you who don't know for my non-wrestling fans, David Otunga.
I think even if you are a wrestling fan,
David Otunga is a wrestler, mid-wrestler. He was a lawyer and
short run.
And he was married. He was most famously married to Jennifer Hudson.
And most famously cheated on because he was wrestling.
For real?
Yeah, that's why she like cheated on him. Quote unquote. Bitches just be cheating anyway.
That's
but you know they need a reasoning.
So yeah, that's what David Otunga is. You confused Jennifer Hudson for Whitney Houston. First of all, do you know Whitney Houston died, right? You know,
Yeah, I forgot did she like OD or some shit?
She did, yes. And you know she was married to Bobby Brown. So you think she would be married to Bobby Brown and then David Otunga?
That's an upgrade though. Looks wise, yeah, I think so. I think David Otunga is a good looking man.
Sure.
Like, come on.
Sure.
Talent
wise though? Big ass what? Whoa.
Big ass light skinned nigga? Like, come on.
Nah.
But now
okay.
you made it weird because I stopped that big ass.
Yeah, I don't know where that was going. But yeah, She-Hulk. I think it's
gonna be trash.
I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a cool show. I think people need to relax. I feel like regardless, niggas gonna hate on it.
Niggas gonna watch though.
I'm gonna watch. I think it's gonna be funny, bro. I think it's gonna be funny. I gotta know who's the writers of this. Because WandaVision was funny. Loki was funny. Hawkeye was really funny.
Man, one day we need to really talk about which one was probably the best show out of all the ones that dropped.
Yeah, we'll have that conversation.
Yeah.
After this run is kind of over.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's been a number of great shows. Another show that just ended, Moon Knight.
Talking about great shows.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the floor to you because I just finished Moon Knight a couple days ago. You finished Moon Knight, right?
Yeah. Where do I start? What
did you think of it? What did you think of it?
Amazing. I think it really was like for not doing exactly what Marvel has a good like. We're not gonna do exactly how the comic books are, but we're gonna do exactly how the comic books are.
By the way, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Moon Knight. Yeah, I think Marvel does a great job of taking the base from the comics.
Yeah.
And then making it fit into their story.
Yeah, because they're like take the base of it, like the original origins, and then be like, well, it don't make sense like this, but in the comic books, in a different world, they switched it to this. Oh, but okay, so in that world, it would make more sense in our world. So they like take parts from the original, like first appearance, and then like, oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna use the first appearance way from how they showed up, but then we're gonna take it from other adaptations to morph it into like the perfect true to self. It's so weird. Like, I don't know how they do it.
I think that this was probably one of the most unique shows that Marvel
definitely
done. It's right up there with WandaVision.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the start, it was very confusing. It took me a little bit to get into.
And that's the beautiful part because it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I think it's starting off with Mark.
Well, no,
it starts with
Steven.
Steven. It starts off with Steven, and you know, it's this dude. He wakes up with like you see like the chain on his leg or whatever.
We could talk about spoilers.
Yeah.
But once you started from the beginning, now you don't know who he zooms out of. Like when he zoom, zoom, and now he wakes back up. You don't know if it's freaking Mark or what's his name? Jake Lotney. Yeah.
That was a crazy ending.
That was a tough ending. They turned him gangster. Because Jake Lotney is just like literally just a cab driver he uses to like get intel. Like when Batman becomes I don't know, like you know Batman has like a little persona he turns into.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, like now in the movie he went to the club.
Yeah.
Like but he usually puts a name to it. So like instead of that, he's like literally like Conju's chauffeur. That's tough. Like
that is
like limo driver, suit and all. Like that's gangster right there.
And I don't know if
straight killer.
I don't know if they're gonna make a second season to this, but you know they're gonna include Moon Knight in the MCU. That's
definitely.
That's I think the best part of all these shows is like okay,
they're coming for real.
Yeah, like. Now, the next big movie where all these niggas show up is going to be crazy.
See, like, okay, I do want to, like, say this one thing just because, like, people like my father hates it, but I like it. Most of their shows end with them finally being the hero. You know what I mean? So, like, people like my dad hates it because it's like, well, you waited this whole time for him to finally become Moon Knight, and it happens at the very end and you're not getting no more of it. But like me, I like it because I know now when you get Moon Knight, it's in the movies. Is no more explaining. Like you got the character.
I wish they low-key would have done this sooner because before, like, remember Civil War, that was the first time you saw Black Panther.
Yeah, it would have been cool to get like a little story. Even imagine you would have got like a Disney Plus show on the father as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because then his death would mean a lot. Because it's like, damn, I was just getting used to this version of Black Panther.
And then you could still do the Black Panther movie.
And it's actually the son. Like, you could have named the show whatever the dad's real name is.
Yeah. And like, even if, I know Spider-Man kind of steered away from the, you know, the OG Spider-Man bit by a spider origin story, which I think we're both glad they did because we've seen that so many times
before. Because they literally made it like, okay, you've seen it before, and everyone just accepted like, yeah, because we've seen it 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
We do know what happened.
But I mean, even if they would have done like a little 4-part series on Disney Plus of that,
it's funny because they basically are. They're doing it now.
A cartoon, right?
They're doing the cartoon, the freshman year.
That's cool.
A little too late though, bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, it is a little too late. But I'm glad they're doing it now because now, like, you know, when they do a certain movie, when they do Blade or something and Moon Knight pops up, everyone's going to know who that is now. Whereas before...
Midnight Suns are going to be fucking crazy.
Are they doing that movie?
Apparently, I don't know.
What is the Midnight Suns?
To me, it would be, it's Blade, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Punisher for some odd fucking reason. All the mystical niggas.
Jeez.
Doctor Strange is kind of in and out.
Punisher's a mystical nigga?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck is that nigga in there?
Yeah, so I don't... So before we get into, like, the MCU, Moon Knight was a great show.
It was.
It was a great show.
Cool, when they start going into the his childhood, that shit was tough.
I love the way they did certain shit. I think, like, the way they, like, zoomed out of, like, when he zoomed out from Steven to Moon Knight and back, and at first we didn't know exactly what was going on. I think it added to the confusion, but
I think it did so beautiful because it added to the confusion. But then the whole season they kept adding to the fact that it's like, oh no, I didn't do that or I didn't do that. So now like it's just in the back of your head, like okay. But then they zoom out and then it would go back to it would be Steven that it goes into. You're like, okay, cool, whatever. But then it gets to the last one that once you get that zoom out and you realize it's not both of them, you almost like, yeah. Like at first, when you first saw that shit, you're confused. But they got basically to the last episode and they like built it to the point that you're like, I know there's a third person. This shit not making sense. There was a tomb of the another tomb. They just never opened. And then at the very last episode, they do one more zoom out and everyone's murked. And, like I was like hyped. I was like, yeah. Like I didn't know if they was gonna show him at the very last minute.
Yeah.
But it definitely got you hyped. And it's kind of crazy from the first reaction to the last, how it completely changed.
You know what's funny? I was watching this and like, you know, I was doing final projects and shit while watching it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of confusing. I think it's one of those shows when I watch it back, I'm gonna fully pay attention to make sure I didn't miss everything. So I stopped watching with 2 episodes left. And you know the last 2 episodes is when shit picks up because it wakes up in the fucking I know, and actually it wasn't even the first 2 episodes. It was like the third to last episode with like 20 minutes left.
Okay.
So I didn't see any of him in the asylum.
Oh yeah.
That's when shit really starts.
Yeah, that shit gets bugged out.
Yeah, that was a great show. I think that I've said it time and time again, bro. Marvel, bro. Besides She-Hulk, they are great with making characters look so alike as the comics.
Yo, it's scary.
That Moon Knight looked amazing. Both Moon Knights looked amazing.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Like they just, I don't know how their team is
straight
just ridiculous.
out the comics.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of Doctor Strange too. This is so much alike. Much alike. But yeah, back to
it's kind of crazy, like from like when we was a kids compared to how it like we get a lot of superhero shit. Like a lot of superhero shit. Like all we had was what, X-Men?
We had X-Men, Little Fantastic Four,
and X-Men was Spider-Man. Mid. X-Men was really just a movie with X-Men characters. You're getting straight comic deep cuts and then, shit now.
And then DC we had,
and it's glorified. Niggas are jam packed trying to be there first night to see some nerd shit.
We had that in Marvel. DC we had the Dark Knight movies, which were good.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then we had that Superman movie, which was ass.
Which even Dark Knight wasn't really as comic book. It was just good movies with superheroes in it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it had to be. You had to just make a good movie and have a superhero just for the draw. Now you can really do deep. Like, there is videos and shit now. And it wasn't like that back in the day of niggas being like, oh, and this happened and such comic book and issue blah, blah, blah. That the other movies back in the day was not drawn from the... Oh, we're gonna take the title Dark Phoenix. Ain't gonna be nothing like that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's just gonna turn bad.
I think that's why niggas hated that movie. That movie was it was whatever. It wasn't like, I don't think it was bad. It was
they tried
whatever.
that shit twice.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah. But yeah, I thought Moon Knight was great. I loved the dynamic between Mark and what was Shawty's name again?
Batty.
Is that her real name?
Batty.
Between
fine ass woman.
I love.
I don't know her name.
I love the dynamic between her and Mark and her and Steven.
I thought that was a little cute. I thought it was
and like the fact that like Steven was starting to catch. They were both starting to catch feelings.
Yeah,
but it was kind of weird because Steven was starting to catch feelings.
I almost feel like she was cheating.
Is it cheating?
No.
But it's multiple personalities.
But it's also, which I love, once again, spoilers, they made it like the comic books. The whole thing was he made these personas up, and later in the comic books, they was like, well, maybe he has bipolar or whatever. Even in this, it got to the point that he made the persona. It's not like something he was born with, or maybe he was, but in the, if you let's say he was able to talk to Mark, he made up Stephen Grant. These were people he made up in his, you know what I mean?
I love how they did it. Where they showed back to his childhood where, first of all, I loved where like they were in the room with all of like the people he killed.
Yeah.
And then it was the brother.
The kid, yeah.
And then, because that was like the first person, I guess, when his little brother died. And I guess it was because of him.
Yeah.
Or that's how he felt.
Well, really because I guess the mother.
I guess.
But yeah, it's like a string effect, yeah.
But, and like how his mother like blamed him.
Yeah.
Now she started abusing him because of that. And that's what made him like he created Steven to kind of block that part of his life out.
Yep.
Kind of.
And then it only got worse when she died.
Yeah. So
because it was at her funeral.
Yeah.
That he was like fully snapped into Steven.
It was really dark, honestly. But altogether, the effects were amazing.
It was.
Like once they got to that asylum and once they got to the underworld.
And what I appreciate, they didn't use the snap to like build it. You know what I mean? They easily could just say every new superhero somehow is because of that fucking snap, but they really don't. They only really use that for the people that you already witnessed do the snap. Like these are how they recovering because they got snapped. They could simply be like, oh, the snap happened. This person became a superhero. The snap happened. Oh, they became a superhero. They're only using it for the people that you already seen like witness through the snap, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
they're not using it as a crutch.
That's true.
Which is lit.
Yeah, Moon Knight, bro. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What movie do you think you'll see Moon Knight pop up? Would it be Blade?
I can see Khonshu showing up in the Thor movie because you got God the God Butcher, so I could see him like maybe not Khonshu, but maybe the other gods that was in that little meeting.
Maybe.
But next time you see him, probably like Blade or something, or like a next Doctor Strange shit. I don't know, like
yeah. Hopefully we see him soon, bro.
Moon Knight's a weird person. After that show, I was like, how do you really do Moon Knight in a movie?
That nigga's a great actor.
But you can never go in his perspective anymore because I like it in his perspective. But it'd be very weird to like be in a movie like a Blade movie, and then shoom 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 like freaking phase out, and then you're in his. It'd be weird. You won't get that fulfilling.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. We'll see though. That nigga's a great actor.
It is.
Shout out to him.
To be able to really play like 3 different people for real is crazy.
Great.
Nuts.
And like the last dude, Jake Lockley, he had a Spanish accent.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking Spanish, I was like, this nigga can do.
Nigga sexy too.
Good looking guy.
Good looking guy, bro.
Good looking guy. I think you have to when you're like in that role.
Yeah.
Star role in Marvel. But yeah,
I
shout
thought
out
that
to
yeah. But one more thing, I thought that shit was funny as fuck. I think it was like the 2nd episode, the 3rd episode. He looked in the mirror, and he was like talking to Mark. He was like, "Why you look like that?" Like he was saying how like, "Oh, you think you good looking?" I'm like, "Nigga, you talking to yourself, nigga. It's you. If you think that nigga good looking, you're good looking, nigga." I thought that was a weird flex he did, and I feel him.
The dynamic between Mark and Steven were top tier, bro.
Keep it a buck. Moon Knight's just a Kanye show. A show about Kanye West.
It's tough right there.
Think about that, kids.
It's tough. So Moon Knight is Kanye.
That's Ye, Kanye, Yeezus. That's 3. Bam. Shout out to Hove.
That's crazy. Yeah, but Moon Knight was tough, bro.
It was.
Moon Knight was fire. So yeah, let's get into it then. Do you think that was like the best out of the Marvel show so far?
Nah.
I still think it's WandaVision, but I've heard a lot of. You don't think so?
Loki was tough.
Loki was fire. Loki was fire. I'll say this: WandaVision being the first one,
It was perfect.
I think the story
It was too
was
perfect,
just
bro.
amazing.
And you didn't know what to expect, and the fact that show was all about you don't know what to expect was crazy.
I think Moon Knight has the same effect as that. I think those are really close. I think that Loki, the fact that it was a love story, and the fact that he's like just all the elements in the show, it was
perverted love story. Let's be real about that.
Yeah, it's basically
It's weird as fuck.
loving yourself.
It's weird as fuck, people.
True, like villain and vain and shit.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: people hate on this show now. I don't like certain things about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I was not. No other Marvel show so far has left me more shocked than that show. When that nigga killed him with the shield, and we had to wait a whole nother week to see what happens next. I was like, yo.
Yeah, the media was buzzing like they was in that crowd. Bro.
Yo, word. That was a great show though. I think
I like that show. I was not one of the haters because I feel like that was a real. That's what a Marvel show I thought would be like. I'm not gonna say should be like because it should be like the WandaVisions and the Lokis and that's great.
I think you need that,
but you need the classic Marvel shit.
And I think that the speech that Sam made was a little corny and it felt a little forced for sure. I get what they were trying to do, but
do better.
But I think
that shit was whack.
It was cringy.
He didn't say nothing.
It was cringy.
If you actually go back and watch what he said, he didn't say anything. He didn't give no advice.
It feels forced too.
You know what he said? Because I remember like clear as day. Do better. It's tough. It's hard. Now you know how I feel. The fuck is that supposed to do?
But I think they saved it with the scene with like the statue.
Yeah, they
did.
Dude,
I was like, okay.
Because definitely the fuck that nigga was talking about. He wasn't talking about nothing.
That wasn't it.
Do better. I'll always remember that. Do better.
Yeah, that was not it. But I think that one I think that when it comes to comic book shit, the key to a great show or movie is a great villain, bro. I keep saying it, and I think that it's weird because low key, I think the villain who did the best job out of all the Marvel shows so far was Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'll be honest with you.
Well, it depends who you count as a villain.
That's what I'm saying. Moon Knight had a clear villain, I guess.
Yeah.
Khonshu, I guess.
Is it? No, it's the white dude.
Yeah.
He was good.
He was a good villain, but I thought
eerie, bro. You peeped that every time he came up, you actually heard like glass crack, bro. That shit was nasty as fuck.
It was nasty. But I thought Shawty from Falcon and Winter Soldier was a great villain. The fact that she was about to change her life, and then what happened at the end.
I think actually all the villains in Winter Soldier was because Zemos was that dude, nigga. I actually now think about it, I forgot how fucking cool Zemos was in that show.
I thought that
you saw Madripoor. That show was good. Fuck nigga.
Shawty from WandaVision was a great villain too.
Yeah. Agatha.
Loki didn't really have a clear villain to the end.
Because I guess he was the villain.
And Kang was cool, bro.
Kang was too cool. You shouldn't have made no Kang black, bro. Really shouldn't have made Kang black, because now I feel like he's just right.
Yeah, so I wanna
I agree with him.
So I wanna get into like the future of
Pause though. I just had a high moment.
What?
That means that nigga just let slavery happen.
That's a good point.
It's fucked up, bro. He's like a big ass coon.
Maybe.
In every multiverse too, probably.
Or what if it I'm not gonna say that.
It happened.
What if it needed to happen though?
Like on some Avengers shit?
For like
progression in society and shit?
Yeah.
That could be.
Still though.
That really could be. Just saying.
Can you want Fraud Watch? You want Fraud Watch.
That's some real coonery right there.
Before we get into like the future of all that.
Yeah.
And future.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let's talk about Doctor Strange.
Future Hendrix coming soon. So
we both saw Doctor Strange, and it's gotten some mixed reviews, honestly.
I'm mixed about it, honestly, too.
It was a pretty short movie.
It was.
It was like 2 hours or such.
That's actually the one thing I actually don't have a complaint about.
Yeah, and going into it, that's all I heard people complaining about, that it was confusing and it was too short. And I didn't think it was too short.
I don't.
I actually think it was a little rushed in the beginning.
I think Marvel, listening, please make some movies shorter. I don't need to see 3-hour movies every time I go to see a Marvel movie.
Is that a Marvel thing? Because Batman was like 6 hours. And not only was Batman 6 hours, but that shit was dark and slow. So
you know what's funny though?
That's one movie where if you fall asleep, I understand.
But I feel like that's one of the movies that needed to be long. For the vibe they were trying to give.
I agree.
Noir.
Definitely a long movie though.
It is a long movie.
But yeah, Doctor Strange, I liked it. I like Doctor Strange. I thought, like I said, in the beginning was a little rushed. I think they rushed into his story with America a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything just started happening. We're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, they explained it, sure, but I would have liked like maybe 10 more minutes of backstory, kind of, because he kind of just jumped into it and then shit just started happening. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a little rushed.
This is not going to help the agenda you're trying to push. I think it would have been better without America Chavez.
Without her in general?
I feel like it was unnecessary.
You really hate women.
I definitely feel like Doctor Strange could have went through the multiverse without a convenient person who can go through the multiverse. And I definitely think Wanda versus Doctor Strange would have been better without a kid in the way. And I definitely think it would have been better if Wanda's whole thing was not about fighting Doctor Strange, which is about fighting the little girl. It doesn't make much sense to me. And then for some reason, she could never kill the little girl, but she murked the whole Illuminati.
I think
not in her own body.
I think it fit the story though.
It fit the story. I mean,
I think
the story was about her.
And now they created someone who is gonna be the future of Marvel, probably.
She has such an inconvenient ass power though.
Well, her power is she'll learn to control it eventually, and then she'll be different.
But then, like,
it makes sense though. She's young. She's a kid.
But no, I'm trying to say, like, you're fighting Thanos. Let's just say Thanos came back. Ultron came back, gold and all. What the fuck do tapping into different multiverses gonna do? You gonna bring more niggas in? You just gonna bring in more help?
Basically,
I got the cavalry.
but maybe she's not meant to fight. She can't beat an Ultron, but she could beat a, regular ass villain. She could beat a.
Be gone.
She could beat a Taskmaster.
Anyone could beat that nigga. That bitch ass.
again with the women slander. But I liked America's character. I liked the dynamic with Doctor Strange. I thought it made sense.
I wonder if they're gonna tap in with his, because they never really went back to the whole like what happened with her parents. So I wonder if they're gonna
I'm sure
somehow. I don't know when where she would be at.
Is she gonna be in the Marvel series, Miss Marvel series?
You know what? That would make the most sense, right?
I feel like she is.
Like where else would she be at? That's what I was trying to get to. Like what, instead of unless she's only in Doctor Strange and that's forever when you're gonna see her, where else would she pop up at?
Yeah.
Besides Spider-Man or Miss Marvel, I don't want to see her in Spider-Man.
I think we'll see a little bit of everyone in Spider-Man.
Fuck Spider-Man, man.
I think because that's how Spider-Man.
Give me Miles.
Well, no, I don't think we're gonna see a little bit of everyone Spider-Man. I think we're gonna see a little bit of Spider-Man in every movie. I think he's the new Iron Man.
A little bit of Spider-Man in everyone.
Exactly. See, you get it.
Everyone gets one.
Yep. Nah, but I thought after beginning, I thought I liked the story. Great performance by Elizabeth Olsen.
I was gonna say
Wanda.
Wong. I was gonna say shout out to Wong.
Shout out to Wong finally tightening up, bro.
Nigga is
nowhere to be found.
What is he? He is what's Dr. Strange supposed to be? A Master Supreme or whatever?
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer Supreme. That shit's funny.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to Wong.
Shout out to Wong, bro. And
yeah, shout out to Wanda.
Great performance.
Great.
Bro.
It was her movie.
It was basically a Marvel horror movie. And I think that there was a bunch of horror elements in it. The music they use, like the quick zoom in they use. The shot where Wanda is coming from the smoke.
She is.
The shot where Wanda's walking from the smoke, and you could see the blood on her face with her head turned.
Hear me out though. Guess what though? That's not even blood though. That's how gangster they got. Cause those are Ultron oil.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they purposely did that to make it look like blood.
You're right.
I'm assuming because they tried to probably keep it under PG-13. But yeah, it was blood.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was.
It's scary.
Tough.
It wasn't true horror, but it was definitely Sam Raimi, Thrasher.
It was as horror as Marvel would get.
Yeah,
it's gonna get. I liked
come on, that Black Bolt scene, disgusting.
Yeah, let's get into that Illuminati scene because I think that's when your shit really picked up. When the Illuminati pulled up, it was that Captain Marvel of that universe.
Yeah,
it was.
Was that supposed to be Monica Rambeau's mom?
I don't know. Maybe. That makes the most sense. Who's the nigga with the braids? He was in Thor.
Oh,
he wasn't Thor. He was in
I want to say Mundo,
something like that. He was in it. He wasn't Thor.
No, he wasn't in Thor. He was in the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the first Doctor
You're
Strange.
talking Thor. That nigga is that's Al just but
I'm racist.
whatever.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you're hella racist.
I'm racist. Yeah, but he
that's
was
the
in
Bifrost nigga.
It was Black Bolt.
It
was Peggy.
I know why you saving the best for last.
And it was my nigga Jim Halpert as Mr. Fantastic.
Gang.
And it was
I guess you really saved the best.
Professor
for
X.
last.
Professor X. And
the old school one.
The old school Professor X from the X-Men movies.
Dress like the X-Men the animated series Professor X, which is just super crazy altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. In the freaking floating chair that don't make no damn sense to me. If you can make your mind float a chair, you can make your legs just float in the air.
That's a good point. That's actually a really good point.
You want to hear the kicker? Super off topic in the comic books. He can walk. Because you can just make his fucking mind make his legs move. So I was like, why the fuck was you in a wheelchair this whole time, bro?
That sounds like laziness to me.
Okay, but yeah, man. She murked all them niggas.
She basically killed off the Illuminati in different ways. It reminded me a lot of Invisible.
Yeah.
Invincible. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck is wrong with me? So when they all kind of lined up like they were about to fight her,
I felt it.
I turned to you. I was like,
Oh
It's about
yeah,
to be-
you yeah
I
you
was like,
did.
bro, these niggas about to die because it looked just like how like.
Bro,
it's
no,
about to
I
be some
think you
Invincible shit.
actually said they're gonna do some invincible shit. Like you said,
Yeah, I was like,
something
they're gonna do some Invincible shit. Like these niggas gonna die, and
Yeah.
sure enough, bro,
brutal as hell too.
the way first of all, the way Black
I
Bolt
think he got it
died.
the worst
Black Bolt got it the worst
because
bro.
they did it perfectly. Because you saw, there was a Illuminati Doctor Strange, and he got killed by Black Bolt. So you saw how powerful his powers were. And I don't know if you want to tell how he died.
She basically like made his mouth disappear, and so then he went to do like the thing from his mouth, but he had no mouth, so his head exploded.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
yeah, bloodshot eyes, dent in the head.
Then he killed Mr. Fantastic.
They killed the best people first and left the women last.
You hate women, bro. You hate women, bro. So basically, yeah. So he killed Mr. Fantastic. That's what made the theater go crazy.
Keep it a buck though. Peggy Carter lasted longer than the two niggas with powers.
And Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel was like the fucking son and shit. They try to make her as powerful as she could be, but Captain America is gonna last longer than like.
They had the little women fight scene, which was cool. It was a cool scene. It was a good scene. They killed the statue fell on Captain Marvel or some shit like that.
Bullshit.
And then Peggy died. She just killed Peggy.
They turned my nigga Jim Halpert to spaghetti.
Yeah, that's basically what they did. Which is like, I still don't understand that death, how she even did that shit. She could really do that to anyone then.
She really didn't have to take them out one by one. She probably could just took them out all at the same time.
Yeah, and then she got into Doctor Strange got into her mind, and then no, not Doctor Strange. Professor X.
Yeah, got
into her mind, and then in her mind he saw, the Wanda that she had taken over.
Yeah.
And
like trapped under like
it was trapped under some rocks and stuff.
Yeah, almost like how she was as a kid. Like when that like Tony Stark shit was going down.
Yeah, and then Wanda ended up killing him in his mind.
Yeah, like snapped his neck, right?
Like snapped his neck, which is nuts because like through all the X-Men shit.
Yeah,
you saw how powerful he was, and she just killed him like that.
And I really wonder because like they probably not gonna do it with like Mr. Fantastic, but I wonder how they're gonna like. They're definitely gonna have a moment where either like it has to be Professor X because it makes the most sense, where you see how strong our version of Professor X is, where he can fight off Wanda. Because that's always the catch, even in comic books. Like, oh yeah, these ones from the other Earth can die, but ours are the real ones, so they're the strongest. Blah blah blah. Like in real life, man, she would not cook Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Even though power wise, she's way more powerful, and like in like the comic books, our world, Mr. Fantastic is just so smart that wouldn't even be in a situation. Yeah. That nigga would have left.
Yeah. To
keep it a buck, as fucked up as that sound, that nigga got a family.
Yeah.
Right
sure.
when she would have said, don't you got kids? He probably been like, yeah, and dip.
Yeah.
like fuck out of here. Black Bolt would get cooked. He gets cooked all the time in the comic books. He's like that nigga that like bring out.
He's the Green Lantern.
Yeah, you bring that nigga out to show you how powerful the person that's about to kill everyone is.
That's fucked up.
Like, oh, Black Bolt's really powerful, so we're about to have Thanos beat the fuck out of him, so you know Thanos is powerful.
That makes sense. It's fucked up, but it makes sense.
They murdered that nigga bad though.
So let's talk about it then. Let's take the two shawties that killed Professor X. Who would win? Wanda or Phoenix?
Well,
or Jean Grey, I guess.
Well, since Wanda,
think so?
Definitely.
Phoenix is pretty strong, bro.
But because there's a comic where like the Phoenix came back and it went into this girl who like might be Jean Grey's daughter, maybe not, and Wanda was able, but it needed her help. They needed to both agree on it. She was able to send the Phoenix Force away and lock her up. No other nigga can do that shit. So that's why I'm saying, like, if it was anyone to beat the Phoenix,
I feel.
Maybe America Chavez just like push that bitch to the farthest universe ever. Like, be gone.
Exactly.
That's a convenient ass power.
That's the point of her power, bro.
Nigga robbing the bank. All right, cool. You going to the worst timeline in the world.
You want to fight? Bet. Here's a world where everything's just paint.
Fuck
Have
you.
fun.
Here, your little humans, big ass ants, go.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro.
But yeah, Wanda was an amazing villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the thing about great villains is
You need sympathy.
you need sympathy. Like, their story makes sense. She wanted her kids back. She saw a world where a version of her had kids, and she's like, why don't I have that?
But you want to see the biggest flex? Mother's Day weekend, they had the mother as a villain, and she was badass. Badass. The whole movie was really about I want my kids,
And
about the movie about two people really, Scarlet Witch and America Chavez, and that was a mother without her kids and a kid without her mothers.
True. And
Mother Day film. It was tough.
It was really fucked up at the end where she ended up like getting to her kids, and they saw the real her, and they were terrified of her, and that made her. That's what.
But that other Earth's Wanda said something. It was so sad. She was like, "They're in good." She said either they're in good hands or like, I'll keep them safe.
Yeah.
Like, she kind of just understood. Like, honestly, without them kids, I'd probably be spazzed out too. So I'm not even mad that you just made me murder the Avengers. Yeah, that's a good movie. Big Mother's Day film, honestly. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah, it was great. The shit with Steven and his wife.
The old hoe in the back.
Not bagging that chick in every universe ever. Like, he just.
That is sad.
He's bitchless in all different multiverses.
Besides this new one. Besides the current one, because he about to get a different hoe.
Yeah,
he about to get a different hoe.
The John Charlize Theron, bro.
Oh.
That was a good credit scene. I don't know who that is.
A blonde hoe.
A blonde hoe, yeah, but who
It's
exactly?
Gucci, man. It's a magical blonde hoe. The person he actually ends up marrying in the comic books.
Okay, yeah. And I don't know what the fuck.
It's
they
you
about
know
to go fucking space or
You know
something.
the big ass nigga he fought in the first movie?
Yes.
That's as weird as this fucking sounds. His niece. Cause he's actually a human looking nigga.
Okay.
He just looks like that for comic book reasons, I guess.
Hmm.
So yeah, she lives in that world, the dark dimension, whatever the fuck it's called. She's not human.
Hmm.
Yeah, the more you know, people.
So
He's gonna be fucking on that, basically.
he'll be fucking in space.
Yeah,
So when do you think is the next time we're gonna see We'll probably see Doctor Strange fairly soon, right?
probably see him all the goddamn time. He's probably gonna be Iron Man right now. He's gonna die. Everyone, I want y'all to know that.
Eventually.
Mark
I
this
think-
down. Secret Wars, Doctor Strange is gonna die. Not saying he's never gonna show back up, but mark this down. He's gonna die. Secret Wars.
Yeah. So that's ultimately what we're building up to.
Definitely.
Is Secret War. So
They're doing convergence. That whole thing was about convergence. Convergencies. Whatever you would say.
Convergencies. I don't remember Secret War as much as the other, like.
Because there's like fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, so explain what the story, because I know it's like 2 different universes, and then like.
It depends how they do it. You could do the one with the Beyonder.
Yeah, because are we going to get the Beyonder?
You might get the Beyonders.
Oh, different Beyonders. Like, it'd be like Kang.
Well, no. There's the Beyonder, the dude, the black nigga with the leather jacket and all that.
Yeah.
Then you got Beyonders, which is like just like these robot computer niggas.
Okay.
And I feel like, as weird as it sounds, the robot computer niggas is probably more easier to explain than the all powerful, omnipotent, regular looking human being
I don't
with
think they'll
Jerry
go in that.
curls and a white leather jacket.
I know he was black. He looked white in the comics.
Why he got Jerry curls? And why he's so tan for a white person? Because he's not white,
I feel like he's not black.
but he don't look black. He look tan.
He's not black.
He looked tan.
Might be like
bro. He looked
Dominican.
pink.
He might be
looked Dominican.
He might be Dominican.
Like he
The
looked
Beyonder
Puerto
might be-
Rican,
the
Dominican.
The Beyonder might be Puerto Rican. I don't think we're gonna get the Beyonder though, but I do think we're leading up to Secret Wars because what I know from Secret
But
Wars.
what do you do, Doom?
Because what I know from Secret Wars is basically 2 universes combining, and then they make like a battle something.
It's a bad. Okay, so you have you have a convergence, which is like 2 worlds meeting, and basically like Doctor Doom has this weird plan of like Doctor Doom basically the first person to realize you can't stop a convergence. So he's like, fuck it. How about I just add everyone to this world? But when he adds everyone to this world, he adds a whole bunch of other shit because it's Doctor Doom. He basically makes himself like the king and shit, and he like makes a battle world where everyone's fucking fighting. And I don't know how they saved the day, but they saved the fucking day, you know. But then once once they like got everybody back into like one world, some niggas end up staying just off of reasons. Like that's how you have Miles in the regular world.
I don't think they do Doom in that situation. They probably do Kang.
That's what I'm saying.
They'd probably do Kang. They'd probably introduce Doom. And isn't there like a story in the comics where Doom ends up like being the hero and then ends up doing villain shit after that?
I see them doing Secret Wars and making it about 3 people: Kang, Mr. Fantastic, and Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fantastic, just because like even in Multiverse of Madness, he popped up like a TVA nigga.
Yeah, he did.
Like out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Loki they said like, oh, what's your name? And then the King actually said like he's what is he like something Richards. Like he literally is a descendant from what you call. They wouldn't have said that if they was never gonna use that. It would have been pointless.
Yeah.
I know in Secret Wars one of the big things was this dude named Molecule Man. It's a Molecule Man in every world.
Mm-hmm.
And Molecule Man is the reason for convergencies because Molecule Man would just blow up. Like the niggas, those big niggas from Eternals, made Molecule Man to blow up so they can do convergence. I can see them using, and like basically Doctor Doom and Molecule Man went around the world to kill all the other Molecule Mans to stop the convergence. I can see Kang being Molecule Man where there's a Kang in every fucking world and he's the key component of a convergency. Maybe he don't blow up, but just like how there's a Kang war, the whole point of a Kang is he meets another Kang, and once they start fighting, it makes a convergence.
Okay.
And maybe someone like Doctor Doom, who is Kang's descendant, is like, hey, nigga, we gotta stop. You gotta stop. Like, you are the reason. There's a reason why they made you. They made you because you are the convergence. So I can see like Kang and Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic being like this 3-way.
I see.
Thing for like Secret Wars, because then you're also building up Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic. I don't know, but who knows? They'd be changing shit up.
I think towards the end of this, I think this phase is probably going to lead up to Secret Wars, and then I think this is phase 5, right?
But do you think they do it like that? You think they're going to do like big movie phase 5 already, or do you think they're going to like?
I think it's not going to be for a while. I think this is going to lead up to Secret Wars, and I think that phase 6 will probably be about Fantastic Four and Doom. I think those would be the main niggas.
And I think that's why I think they're gonna wait to give Spider-Man a suit, because I've been saying this. Why would you not give the black suit when he originally got it in the comic books? He got it during Secret Wars. So why would you, unless they like give it to him in one of the movies and then he just still has the suit?
That makes sense.
For
Secret Wars. It makes sense in the timeline.
It should, yeah.
Right now. And I think so I think it's gonna lead to that, and then we'll get the Doom, Fantastic Four shit. That's when the X-Men will start popping up. That's when shit gets crazy. That's when we'll probably get Galactus.
When X-Men pop up.
Yeah, it's just gonna get nutty. So I think
it is.
I think Kang is the big villain.
Yeah, Kang is black. I'm still happy about that, which is really weird.
I think it's gonna be Kang, Doom. I think Doom would be a staple, and then Galactus. I think it would be Galactus, probably phase 6. Because when Galactus gets...
But guess who's the only person who could beat Galactus, though? Reed Richards.
Reed Richards' son.
Well, no. Reed Richards is the only person that ever beat Galactus. Reed Richards' son, like, owns that nigga.
Yeah,
Like, you are... Like, because Galactus has heralds, like Silver Surfer and shit. But Galactus is Reed Richards' son's herald. So he works for his son. That is bugged out.
That's nuts.
Little ass kid.
That's nuts, bro.
Little ass kid, nigga. That's tough, though.
I think we're headed. Marvel is not really missed yet, so I'm excited to see what happens next. It's either gonna be a big clusterfuck or it's gonna be really crazy.
Still fun entertainment, though.
They just, at the end of the day, you can't really run out of.
To me, Doctor Strange was a clusterfuck, and guess what?
I thought it was good.
It was good.
It was less of a clusterfuck than I thought it was gonna be.
That is true.
It was a comprehensible story.
It was an understandable clusterfuck.
Yeah. So I was cool with it. I'm glad there wasn't like so many niggas.
It could have just been straight cameos.
That's what I thought it was going to be, honestly. I thought it was going to be just cameo galore, and I'm glad it wasn't. I thought it was great. So, yeah, we'll see what happens next, bro.
Yeah, so, like, the whole thing where I was so mixed about it, in my mixed emotion isn't, like, I love it and I hate it. I just, like, underwhelmed what I thought I was going to get, but it not being a bad movie, though. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I'm mixed. It's like, well, Spider-Man, I think they should have did it reverse. If it was a way to make the story make sense, while doing it in reverse, they should have. because all the crazy hype and like things you thought you was gonna get for Spider-Man, you got. So then when you got to Doctor Strange, you're like, well, oh, that nigga gonna be Iron Man, and then you think it's just gonna happen because all the other shit was true. If they did it reverse and then like, oh well, that movie was still good, and then you got to Spider-Man, then they're like, oh shit, they really brought all those niggas in. It would have been better.
I feel you.
Yeah, but the story just wouldn't have made sense because you need Spider-Man's thing to go first. That's the only thing.
Marvel is on a run. It's not stopping, bro.
It's not.
Because the fact that they
haven't even touched X-Men. It's never gonna
the
stop.
fact that they really didn't touch Fantastic Four or X-Men yet, and there's still a long way to go with Spider-Man.
Wanda didn't even touch Mr. Fantastic. No, he's not even been touched. For real.
Bro. And the fact that there's stapled already 3 more Spider-Man movies, and they're gonna do Miles. There's so much left, bro.
Shit's never ending, bro. And
There's
guess what?
so
I'm gonna be
much
there
left.
smiling the whole way.
Yeah, bro. Marvel.
It's just
Marvel's
never gonna
a run.
end.
Yeah, bro. Again, they're shitting on DC.
They might never reboot. They might be like the first. Like, why reboot it? You got so many characters you still haven't even touched. It took you 10 years to do what the regular ass boring ass Avengers. Like in the comic books, the Avengers is as boring as it fucking gets.
Yeah.
No one cares about the fucking Avengers. No one buys Avengers comic books, especially before the movie started.
Yeah,
It was the X-Men and
was the
Fantastic Four.
that's fact.
Like
That's a
if
fact.
you was real nerdy, you Fantastic Four. It was really X-Men.
Niggas like the individual, like
Individual,
Captain
like I
America,
fuck with the
Thor.
Hulk. I don't even think people was banging with Captain America, Iron Man. It was really like I like the Hulk, I like Thor,
Iron Man was really a side nigga before
side
the movies.
nigga, and Captain America was a white old nigga. Like let's be real.
Thor too. It was really Hulk. It was really the Hulk and Spider-Man
Yeah.
and X-Men.
Yeah, you have Hulk, Thor. Because besides that, people were buying the shit that basically they're putting out now. Like people was buying Moon Knights, people were buying Punishers, people was buying Daredevils. They didn't care about no Avengers, nigga. Like
So you gotta credit Marvel for that, bro.
you do, because you gotta think when we was growing up, the Avengers wasn't even really a team no more. It was really Dark Avengers and Young Avengers.
Yeah.
That was literally like if you was buying comic books while we was like freaking 10 and stuff, there wasn't a regular Avengers team anymore.
I think they're definitely doing the Black Avengers. The Black Avengers. Imagine they did the Black Avengers.
Nigga Avengers.
It'd be Falcon,
It'd be a
War
dope-
Machine, Monica Rambeau,
Blade.
Blade.
It'd be a dope Luke Cage.
That'd be fire.
That'd be a fucking
Obviously, I meant
Storm.
Obviously, I meant Dark Avengers.
Storm, nigga. That's a team.
Black Panther.
That team cooking everyone. Kang.
Yeah, it's raps. But yeah, I think that's what you saw the end of like Falcon Winter Soldier and
Def.
Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're leading up to Dark Avengers. It'll probably be the new Black Widow.
She can get it too.
Yeah, for sure. Elite mode. And what's the nigga? U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
And I don't know who else.
Zemos.
Yeah, Zemo. Zemo for sure.
Yeah, do it really matter who else? Abomination, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? You can just throw in anyone.
Maybe like a Black Bolt. You never know.
Get his ass beat.
But yeah, I'm excited to see, bro. I'm excited to see it.
I mean, we on to the good stuff now, man. Well, that was good stuff, but you know what I mean? You on to the...
We're off the nerdy stuff. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
let's get ignorant, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, we're not gonna get ignorant.
Oh, we're not doing that yet?
Nah, because before we get into all the new music, there's some other shit I want to talk about. Let's talk about this YSL shit, bro.
Oh, that's ignorant.
So for everyone everyone doesn't know what YSL is. It's Young Stoner Life, right? That's what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to stand for. It's. A
I only know
label.
one YSL. That's my clothes, nigga.
I know. YSL is a I'm about to say a fucking clothing line.
It is.
It's a record label.
It is a clothing line. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not getting sued.
Maybe that's the next case. That's next to the RICO charges. But a bunch of YSL niggas are facing RICO charges now. Gunna is facing time. Young Thug is supposedly facing life. Young Thug's facing life. I think they said there might be charges on Lil Baby, Playboy Cardi. Gunna got his bail denied. So
Cardi getting locked up.
Cardi?
Off a whole lot of red. He's getting locked up.
Why?
If they really start looking into Cardi, his ass is getting locked up. Whole Lot of Red was straight up blood tape, like talking about him like gangbang. If you literally listen to it, he's talking about his gang. The gang they're looking for info for, he was talking about the whole mixtape. The mixtape is called Whole Lot of Red. He set himself up for failure. Cardi I don't know. He's not gonna get. He's getting arrested.
Didn't get official charges,
yeah, he's not gonna even. It's probably not even gonna stick for him.
Gunna's bail got denied, and his trial doesn't start till January.
I'm still his girl.
I don't think it's the girl anymore. That's what everybody's been saying. Leave that nigga alone, bro. He got more shit to worry about. It's not about you niggas are so worried about pussy, bro. He's not even with Chloe, bro.
Oh, give him like 2 months. He'll be worried about some pussy because he ain't gonna have much options.
I think he had more shit to worry about, bro. Because I, to be honest, his trial don't start till January, and the charges he's facing, he could be doing some serious time. So he need to be worried about them lawyers, nigga.
But it gives more rappers like me chance. I'm saying like I'm really spitting.
But like, if you really wanted Chloe, bro, I don't think Gunna's gonna stand in your way. Because not only is he about to be in
can't
jail,
now.
Yeah, nigga's ugly.
And I'm an ugly nigga too, so I know what
You
she
are ugly.
like.
That's true.
I know what she like. You feel me?
But this is kind of wild though. I don't think we ever seen some of like the biggest rappers in the game
Like a whole label get locked up? No.
all get locked up at the same time.
No.
Like,
And are they in the same cell like Joe?
no, doubt it. Highly doubt it. But yeah, Thug is facing life supposedly.
You saw that video, like that thing on the news, and they were trying to show like how bad his living thing was, and it's just like a regular prison cell. And they try to make it seem like way worse than what it was. I mean, hey man, don't go to prison. All the cells are bad, but I'm just saying, don't act like it's the worst humane conditions. Yeah, the nigga in jail.
If he ends up doing life,
That's pretty tough. That
really-
means his last project was a banger.
it's kind of fun. Hopefully, first of all, hopefully he doesn't do life.
I don't care.
You don't need more Young Thug.
No, I mean, it's just not my life. I don't care. It's not gonna change. You don't have to go to jail for life. You know, if Future went to jail for life, that's trash.
I was never like the biggest Young Thug fan. I never got the
That just means he ended on a high note for me. Because
Thug?
his last album was tough.
His last album was tough. I think that his influence on rap is, you can't really take that away, but it would be crazy for someone like that.
Oh, his
get
influence
locked
is
up.
going to be even higher now. Now he's going to be like a Pimp C or whatever that nigga is.
Especially if he gets out. Yeah, I think he'll be like Max B.
Oh, that's really what, I don't know why I said Pimp C.
I think he'll be like Max B.
That's literally who I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're
Yeah, I got
in
you.
there with me.
Is he out?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
I really do think so. I feel like he's out.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like he's been out too.
yeah, I think that's what will end up happening. We'll see if he ends up doing like time. I don't think Gunna will. I honestly think them niggas gonna snitch. And would you even blame them?
But
If you're facing life, are you snitching?
yeah, but like, who would they be snitching on? Or they really just might be the niggas who did it.
I don't think so. Because if you're YSL, why would you have the niggas that are out there making the music be doing this shit? Wouldn't you have other niggas doing it?
But
If anything, they're
apparently
affiliates.
the calls was on some like Young Thug saying like, yo nigga, like why aren't you like that nigga dissing you? Like why aren't you like, why is he dead? Like why, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe like, I don't know. I feel like if you on some YSL shit, they pushing for you to be gangster for some reason. Even though, because when I thought YSL niggas, I wasn't really thinking real street thug niggas. It wasn't like the vibe they was giving off. So to be like in your own circle, like to your own people, like yo, why aren't you like?
Well, that's a Young Thug problem then.
It is. It's really bugged out for the nigga in the skirt to really be pushing his gangster shit.
That's pretty dumb,
But
honestly.
Thug always been like that though,
Yeah.
because Thug was gonna kill Wayne.
Him and Birdman.
Just saying.
So I mean, I guess what goes around comes around, bro. Because if he does life, that's kind of wild. That's wilder than like, that's not like TK.
Bet you he wished Trump was still there. Trump would free his ass in a heartbeat,
Trump would have got them out, bro,
and they would be out right now.
for sure. You heard of like that WNBA player is still in Russia?
No way.
She's been in Russia for like months now, like since before like they invaded Ukraine.
Yikes.
She like,
ain't
I think
getting out.
she like, either she stole something or she was trying to like bring something to the airport or something.
Yeah.
She's still there. Crazy, bro.
This is why you can't go to certain countries. I'm sorry. If you're not from there, if your family not from there, you don't know the vibes, man. Some of them countries got crazy rules.
Yeah.
And once you get locked up, they got like rules to basically keep your ass in there forever.
It's slow for Atlanta, bro.
Yo, it's empty over there.
Not only is this YSL shit, also RP Lil Keed.
Wasn't like 50 niggas or something? Or was like 20 niggas?
There's a lot of niggas. RP Lil Keed.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really listen to him, but I know a lot of niggas. I know a lot of people that did listen to him.
Yeah, kidney failure.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah. Kidney and liver.
Oh damn.
Ironic, right? Almost like he took drugs or something.
Did he?
Kidney and liver failure.
Yeah, that's probably what it is then. Probably what it is.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
RP.
How like one of your only niggas famous who's not locked up, how he just die? He's YSL too.
I don't think he was like officially signed though. I think he was just like with the I don't think he was officially signed. Nah, I looked it up. I don't think he's officially signed.
Oh, he's just Thugger's boy.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. It's tough, bro. And not only that, you heard supposedly Migos like broke up.
No, they good.
Oh, so
I think they did like made a tweet or something about like, but so that means like the whole thing was because I saw it was like because like they unfollowed each other, then they made like a tweet talking about they still the greatest rap group, but that doesn't really answer why I unfollowed each other. You know what I mean? It's just weird PR shit. I don't know.
Maybe they did break up,
but maybe it was all like, hey, if we unfollow each other, niggas would like start talking about us.
True. Well, for one, I don't need any more Migos music. But two,
Migos.
That's kind of tough if they break up.
Take off.
I think that'd be pretty sad for
Offset.
Quavo.
Quavo.
I think they'd be pretty sad for Takeoff. Because
I don't give a fuck what happens to none of them. They're good. Niggas gonna listen. Niggas dick ride. Niggas argue about who's the best Migos anyway.
I think that Offset is probably the best musically. I think Quavo will be just because like off the strength that is Quavo. No one's listening to a Takeoff album.
That is true. I don't know. Niggas like Takeoff. He'll have his own steez, you know.
I like Takeoff.
You know.
I fucks with Takeoff.
There's always that one nigga that be like, nah, Takeoff was the best member. For some odd reason.
I fucks with Takeoff, but he would be affected the most if they broke up.
Oh, definitely. His money won't be the same.
Yeah. So we'll see though. It's looking slow for Atlanta.
He played that nigga from Ray Shrimmered.
Yeah.
Slim Jimmy. Oh, Slim Jimmy. That was close.
The only nigga from Atlanta winning right now is
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino too. You gotta watch Atlanta. You gotta finish it.
How'd you know I didn't finish it?
Because we would have talked about it.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. I didn't.
I finished it. Talking about Future Hendrix. The real king of Atlanta. The king of toxicity.
What a banger.
He dropped his album. What was that shit called?
I don't know. Something about futures and shit.
Future dropped his album titled I Never Liked You, right?
True.
And what did you think of it?
This is gonna sound weird. It's good and all, but all the songs bleed together. But that's Future's MO. Like a lot of like tapes, either like you fuck with at first heavily, or like you give it a year or two, and you fuck with it heavily. It's just, I guess it's just not the way my life is right now. Is not bleeding into my life like it needs to be.
So you're not relating to it like right now.
Yeah.
But you think you will one day.
Always. That's always happens with a Future tape.
Me personally, I don't think Future's one of those artists who's gonna put out an album with every song being tough.
Yeah.
I think it's only happened once with Dirty Sprite 2.
Hendrix is tough, bro.
I'm not a big Hendrix guy. I actually like the album he dropped 2 albums. It was Hendrix and another one. I think it was Future.
Mm-hmm.
I like Future better.
I feel you.
I'm not a big Hendrix guy. But Dirty Sprite 2, every song. You're not gonna get that. I think with Future,
but see, everyone has their own like era. That was his time.
It was his time. It was
hit after hit after hit.
And then, he had the What a Time to Be Alive, That's another one.
Why do I feel like right after What a Time to Be Alive, it was never the same.
Well,
it is. You once again, Future's like someone you gotta be going through it.
Yeah.
To relate it. Because he's not a lyricist, but the shit he be saying is relatable. And that's the only thing it is relatable.
For sure.
If you don't relate to it, and it's not like as catchy as like a radio song, you just like, oh, okay. Because it's never a bad song. But sometimes songs are just there.
I I think with Future albums, as long as you got a number of songs that hit, I think it's a success. Like if it's like a 20-track album and there's 5 songs you get from it that are fire, I'm sure the rest of the songs won't be terrible. So I think it's a success. He has a couple bangers on here. Puffin' on Zooties is fire.
I like that shit.
I like the Gold Stacks too. Wait for You, Drake and Thames, beautiful.
I don't know how you remember all these songs by the names of them. They all bleed into me right now.
The one with Thames, bro. I remember that's the one
I just know the Zooted off the what's it called? It's a Zootsie.
Puffin' on Zooties.
Yeah, Puffin' on Zooties.
The song with Thames, bro. Beautiful, bro. The fact that they use like her voice as part of the beat, that shit was amazing. Also, it's better because I have the track list up here.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a peek. I can't really get a peek.
Love You Better. That's the song right after the Thames song.
I like the first song.
That's fire.
I don't know what the first song is.
Yeah, the intro was okay.
I like the first song.
And then I loved Voodoo with Kodak. Kodak, bro.
Like
Finding his features, bro.
Dang, yeah. He
shout out
got in
to
his
Kodak.
bag. He's kind of making an album off of other people's albums.
Kodak he's in his bag.
That's kind of genius.
Yeah. But Voodoo was tough.
And I also think Future's placements of, even though it was like kind of cool that it was like album after album, like 1 week's in one album and the next week's another album, I just feel like the caliber of music didn't add up for Future to be in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're going to talk about it. That Pusha shit.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, so all right. So Future album was cool.
It was cool. It was there. Like,
it was what I expected. There's some tracks that I'm definitely going to go back to, so that's a success. Shout out to Future, bro.
Catch me midsummer once I'm like on my Future vibes.
We got to start talking about how Future, as far as like this generation, he's up there, bro.
Oh yeah, def.
Like I think, Kendrick Cole, Drake. I think you should need to put Tyler in there. I think you need to put Future in there, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Future's catalog is crazy.
He's if you, I mean, most of y'all do like live through it. That Dirty Sprite, Monster, Beast Mode era, like when you was getting all those back to back. Was it 56 Nights?
Yeah.
Come on. That's a different type of breed. And the music still lives up to this day. It's not like timed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't feel like listening to a 2014 song or 2000. It's just a good song. So, I don't know, man.
Shout out to Future, bro.
Shout out to Seahawks and all them shits. And
shout out to Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Another great album. Pusha T dropped It's Almost Dry. This song was produced by Kanye West and Pharrell.
All his shit's about coke though.
It's prime
it's
coke. It's
almost
music.
dry.
Yeah. Pusha T's best work was shit produced by Pharrell and Kanye West.
Yep.
So I kind of expected this album to be fire, and it lived up to it.
I think it surpassed what I thought.
Cause you're not a big Pusha T. You don't listen to his music really.
I ain't listening to Pusha T. I mean, now I kind of want to.
Cause you never heard like Daytona, right?
No, I heard Daytona was good though.
That's the one produced by Kanye. That shit is nuts.
I might have to go back just because of how much I like.
This is basically
Almost Dry.
This is basically a Daytona with more songs. Like this was fire, bro.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Some of my favorite
tracks. He had
tracks.
me in my bag. Almost the whole. I actually like. This is one of them albums I can listen to the whole album.
Yeah, this is one of those tracks where this is one of those albums.
Good amount of songs. Look at that, 12 songs. Beautiful.
I think he stayed in his bag. I think once you like, certain rappers can find a certain lane and stay with it, and it works. I know you didn't listen to it, but like a lot of niggas hate the Jack Harlow album. I just think like if you hate the Jack Harlow album, I don't think it's that good, but it's just it's not made for you. If niggas Pusha T is not for everybody.
It's not.
It's not for like if a nigga says I hate Pusha T, I understand.
Yeah, I
understand. Like Pusha T's not for everybody. I can like appreciate that rap. I told you in the car, it sounded a lot like old school Hove, bro.
Yeah,
something about his flow and how he raps on beat.
He was suave, drug talking. Like,
yeah.
He paints pictures, bro. It's almost dry. Like, you feel me? Like the artwork is, it's almost dry. Like, give it some time.
Some of my favorite tracks, Let the Smokers Shine the Coops is fire.
Oh man.
Just So You Remember, that sample on that, bro.
Yeah.
is nuts. That's definitely a Kanye's track.
Yeah.
That had to be.
Yeah.
Neck and Wrist with Jay and Pharrell.
I like I Pray For You.
Yeah. I Pray For You. Oh, yeah. That's the last track.
Call My Bluff.
Call My Bluff is probably my favorite song on here. That's the one where I heard it, I was like, this is the hoe. This is old hoe right here. This is flow on that shit, bro. Nuts.
I'm trying to see them, man. Those things are fire.
The only song you didn't like Scrape It Off with Uzi and Don Toliver, right?
No, for people who's listening to the audio.
I liked Uzi's part. I thought it was weird with Push on it, but I liked it.
Well, okay. That's what I said. It doesn't sound like a Pusha T
Yeah.
song, and I heard the song before, and I thought for some reason, because I be listening on SoundCloud, bro, nigga stash, you feel me? I thought I ended the album, and I was back on, like, you know how they just play songs after you end the album?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm listening to this song. So that song had to drop before this, right? Because I've heard this song before.
Probably. I haven't heard it before. I wasn't feeling Don Toliver on this. I wasn't feeling his music. It gives off vibes of like a.
It gives out Jack Harlow vibes, bro.
You think so?
Like, just not super mainstream. He just feel like a plant, bro.
His voice is like some shit that they would use in like Target commercials and shit. I don't know. I can't fuck with it, especially on a
people
Pusha
just
T
feel
album.
like plants, man. Like Jack Harlow, whatever. Like, who the fuck is that nigga? Why is he famous?
There's certain niggas that are definitely industry plants. I think Jack Harlow.
Like, what's a Corla Ray? What is that?
Corla Ray's the daughter of Benzino. She's most likely industry.
She should just make like new reality shows.
Corla Ray,
I mean, that's what her father's good at, right?
a New Jersey reality show. You should be on that.
We're disrespecting Pusha.
With the Corla Ray song.
Yeah, that's real disrespectful.
Only song I didn't like for real was Rock and Roll
I don't remember that.
with Cudi and Kanye. That shit was ass.
Yeah. You mean the song that Cudi stopped fucking with Kanye?
That shit was ass.
I feel him.
I think it
Honestly,
was-
both of them ass on that song.
yeah, I thought they both were just awful. I think that was not it. Other than that, so 11 out of 12, great project, bro.
There's a reason why Cudi and Pharrell don't mix.
Kid Cudi's kind of mid.
Yeah, that's debatable.
I think I'm one of those dudes where, yeah, I get it, the humming and shit. You know, he got Man on the Moon 2, Kids See Ghosts. Outside of that, his music is
He
not.
just named a couple shits with multiple tracks on it.
It's 3 albums. What does he have? Like 10? That's not good.
I think it was on drugs. You make bad music on drugs. You make great music on drugs.
So
That's
does
all
that
I'm
mean I
saying.
can't critique it?
You could.
If your shit ain't good, it's not good.
I don't know if it's not good or you just don't like it. The white people love it. It's for the peoples. The white peoples. My nigga Eddie, big Cudi fan.
But I mean, saying it's trash is kind of subjective anyway. So like, I could say it's trash. I think Cudi's mid. It's just my opinion. But I think he has some good verses for sure. This was not one of them.
Your Lupe Fiasco over Kid Cudi?
I'm not a Lupe Fiasco fan either.
Your-
Outside of like
your-
2
your-
songs.
Your B.O.B. fan over Kid Cudi?
No,
Why would a B.O.B.?
he's a flat earther now.
Whoa, we're disrespecting Pusha. Let's go back to the
Yeah,
Pusha album.
Push album was great. The production,
Let's smoke a shine the cool.
I think if you look at his past work, his work with Clips, and then all the shit produced by Kanye.
Yo, talking about you said Clips, I'm talking about Eclipse now. What was that song where he made it, they like the group about to get back together?
You talking about on the Nego shit?
Nah, fuck that shit. It's on no. Oh, is that the song from the Nico shit?
I think so.
But it didn't have all those niggas on the song.
I don't know what song you're talking about, bro.
Let's see. They got the features on it? Nope, they don't. Damn. Is there a deluxe version? Have I listened to deluxe?
You probably talking about I Pray For You.
Oh, I am talking about Pray For You. I was just looking at that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably, besides Call My Bluff, I think that was probably the best song on the album. Just song in general.
Let's smoke
but-
shine the cool.
If you look at, his work from Clips and then Daytona, I think the 2 producers he had the most success with was Pharrell and Kanye. So going into it,
Def.
you know that this album was going to be amazing. And it was, bro. So shout out to Pusha. I think that
Okay, you say Daytona is straight, yeah?
yeah.
Now I need a straight Pharrell project.
I mean, I guess you got clips.
Is it straight Pharrell?
Mostly Pharrell.
I gotta go back to the I gotta man. Next podcast, I'm about to have a Pusha segment.
Yes, Pusha makes good music, bro. Even the shit not produced by Pharrell and Ye is good.
Cause bro, I mean, I went into this like niggas know Pusha, no niggas know the nigga gonna be drug talking, whatever. I'm thinking Hot 97 freestyle. That's what I think about every time I see Pusha. Bro, this shit was good though. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older.
It's good,
and I'm feeling it.
And he exposed Drake. Let that boy come home.
My man gave that kid life. Drake might be his daddy, but Pusha definitely his stepdaddy. And that's a fact.
Yeah, so shout out to Pusha T, bro.
Yeah.
So you about to start that the album's so good, you're about to start listening to Pusha T now.
Yo, bro, I mean, hey, if you're saying the other shit ain't bad like that,
It's good.
so
For sure. We gotta get into the album now. The GOAT is back.
yeah,
The best rapper alive.
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Better than Cole. Cole is not your savior.
Kendrick Lamar dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers,
What he say? Cole made you think.
but he is not your savior.
Future made you buy a money counter, but he is not your savior.
This is the last album he dropped was Damn, and then he dropped the Black Panther soundtrack, and that was 2018. So since then we really haven't gotten a full length like Kendrick Lamar album since Damn, since 2017.
Yep.
So a lot of people were, waiting for this, and I think especially during the pandemic, he was one of those niggas where like, yo, we need a Kendrick album right now with everything happening right now.
Yeah.
So this is definitely highly anticipated, bro. And do you think it lived up to the hype?
I don't know how y'all little Ribbity Rapider fans feel. I know me as a regular normie nigga who wasn't really waiting. I just woke up one week and like, yo, Kendrick dropping. It was pretty damn good, man. I like it. I have a hot take, but I still won't say it. I'm gonna just keep it inside. But I'm gonna let y'all niggas know I have a hot take.
First listen, I thought it was good, but I thought it was kind of weird, and like after like the first 3 listens, I was like, okay, this was good, but this is probably his worst album.
Sheesh.
I'll be honest.
Sheesh.
And I think that was the general consensus on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy because I have the opposite feeling.
And I kept listening to it, and now that some time has passed, this album is amazing. And I'd first off like to say, this nigga Kendrick Lamar can rap, bro. I think that he is just cut from a different cloth where his wordplay, his lyricism, his storytelling, niggas do not rap like this nowadays.
They don't.
Like, even like in the 90s, there's only certain niggas.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen a nigga like really like
with lyrics, wordplay, flow. There's only certain niggas that are up
like
there.
He honestly
with Kendrick.
musically understands. Like I still can't figure out the word, but like when I was talking about Tyler and all those, and yeah, like they just musically understand, like sonically, like sounds and best features, and like when you're making a song, like it feels like they already have a feature in mind.
Yeah,
all his features, no one ever felt out of place.
This was definitely his most personal album.
Yeah.
He was getting to. There's a lot of common themes throughout this project.
The way I was saying it, remember I was telling you, I was like, people don't fuck with it because what he's talking about is personal. Not personal, but it's like, it's not worldwide problems, it's his problems. So it don't mean as much to other people.
You think that's what it is? I don't think that's what it is. What I think it is, I'll get to in a second, but he used a lot of common themes in this project. He was talking about using sex to cope with his childhood traumas.
Yeah.
He started talking about like cheating on his wife and stuff like that with white women. Quan type beat. He talked about, cancel culture and shit like that.
Yeah.
He talked about like abuse he had in his childhood.
Yeah.
And he talked about like a lot of issues just like in the world with like cancel culture, fake wokeness. He talked about the story of like his uncle turning to like his aunt or something like that. Or I think it was the other way around.
He said my auntie is a man now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was his aunt turning to his uncle.
He did both though.
Because his cousin.
No, because his cousin. He's a cousin.
Demetrius is Marianne now.
Yeah. Marianne now.
And that's shit that most rappers don't really talk about, especially that specifically.
He actually kind of wilded out on that song. He said some things he didn't need to really say.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, that was a little.
We're gonna get into that.
That was intense.
But what I was gonna say is, I think the reason why niggas don't like this song is because it's different. It reminded me a lot of the Melodic Blue by Baby Keem. I think that Baby Keem and Kendrick inspire each other a lot. I don't think it's just one way. I think it's really both ways.
Yeah.
Because Baby Keem produced a couple of songs on this album. I think that you could hear the Baby Keem influence throughout this album. I think Kendrick has gotten a lot more like
swaggy
and like playful.
Yeah.
And I think that's why niggas didn't like, because it's different. Because Baby Keem is weird. I love Baby Keem, but
I think, but I don't think. I think that was always a part of Kendrick. I think the same reason why he's like leaning to Baby Keem is the same reason he had Kodak on so many songs. It's just, and he kind of explained it like he sees those niggas as the ones that followed exactly in their father's footsteps. I feel like, because you know how he was saying like, yo, like I learned some things from my dad, but like I did learn to like go my own. He couldn't show me how to get out those streets.
Yeah.
And then like it literally almost basically went into like a Kodak not snippet, but an interlude or whatever. Like it kind of shows you like niggas that like, okay, I understand those niggas. I lived the life like that. They just need to see like the bigger picture.
Yeah, he talked about that a lot in Father Time.
Yeah.
Another common theme like throughout the project was kind of like how we put these rappers on a certain pedestal, how we expect them to be a certain way.
It's not your savior.
Yeah, and I think that you could see it like in the Heart Part 5 video where his face turned into like Kanye West, OJ Simpson, Jesse Smollett or whatever.
Yeah, the gay nigga from that show.
So I think putting Kodak on multiple songs in the album was basically like him saying, because you know Kodak is facing like rape charges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's basically saying, we shouldn't be put on this pedestal. We're all human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
I understand what he was trying to do. I just don't think musically I like Kodak on this album. I just don't understand the message where it's like you're gonna use Kodak to kind of.
I think it's big. It's not a big. I think it's dumber down than that. I think he fucks with Kodak. He probably likes Kodak. Like, you know what I mean?
I think
like
that's part of it.
Like he was like I'm not just like, yo, he's a normal nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
What I'm trying to say is he tried to use Kodak as like an example of that,
yeah.
Where he's like, look, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We shouldn't be judged on our past mistakes. But he said, like, I made past mistakes.
Yeah, okay.
So I shouldn't be judging them either.
Yeah.
My point is, ignoring the music, certain niggas should be judged on their past mistakes, depending on their mistakes. OJ Simpson should be judged on his past mistakes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
R. Kelly should be judged on his past mistakes.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kodak Black. I like Kodak. If the charges are true, and because he is facing like sexual assault and like rape charges, I'm not gonna ignore that. You know, you get what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Like, I'm not gonna just
I still listen
disregard
to R. Kelly,
that.
so
You could. I mean, R. Kelly got bangers. You can't deny it.
you can't deny this album was in the bang.
I'm not saying it's not a banger.
So you still gonna listen to that shit?
What I'm saying is you can't just act like that shit didn't happen.
You don't know that, and it's an album that could have just probably happened like 2 years ago.
What do you mean?
It's an album. It's not like he recorded this shit like last month or nothing.
I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying the message that he was trying to put out throughout the album.
I don't think his message was like, yo, this nigga got rape charges, don't judge him. I think it was more just like, don't. Kodak's been weird all the time. He's been in and out of jail and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not saying he specifically talked about the rape charges. I think he was trying to. The message he was trying to say is we all make mistakes.
yeah, Kodak made a lot of mistakes. Like, disregarding, let's say rape charges, ignore, never happened.
You can't though.
But no, I'm just saying, like, take it out the picture.
Okay.
Like, he made all this shit before the rape charges, so he don't know nothing about the rape charges. Kodak been through a lot of shit, so yeah, he got Kodak in and out of jail,
And-
trouble kid, like, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
if you listen to the album, Kendrick went through a lot of shit when he was a kid.
exact.
That's where he made the correlation with him and Kodak.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
literally all I was
No,
trying to get to. Yeah,
And I understand it. I'm saying is he used a bad example.
I think it's a perfect example. I think it's just
I think it was
bad luck that he facing a rape charge now.
I think he's been facing that. I don't think it's bad luck. I think it makes sense to what he's trying to say. I'm saying he shouldn't have used that example. And I understand why some niggas are upset. Now, if we're just
people are
talking-
PC, people are a little over.
If we're just talking about the music though, I think Kodak fit.
I think Kodak fit perfectly.
I think Kodak fit pretty well. Him and Baby Keem throughout the album.
Yeah,
I just think it's a little problematic how you're gonna push this thing of like,
but you
ignore the past, but
like,
some shit I don't think you can ignore.
listen to who you're talking about. What the fuck was he talking about in the other song?
No, I
Shit he
agree
should
with
have
you.
not been saying.
Well, so you're talking about when he used like the F word, right, in that song?
Yeah,
I feel like that wasn't that crazy though.
but you didn't say the word. You said the F word.
Yeah, of course. I'm not trying to get canceled. But even so, I know him saying it, I guess, is a big deal, but I feel like the context wasn't that crazy. And I feel like especially if you listen to the song.
You know why it's not crazy? Because everyone has said the word.
Yeah.
But what's the context of the song?
You're talking about in Auntie Diaries, right?
Yeah, the whole context of the song is maybe niggas shouldn't be saying that. But ironically, that nigga was saying it the whole song. So even if you like the song, you're saying it. That is how I feel. I feel the way you feel about Kodak to that song. I like the song.
I'm not
But
gonna
I
listen
don't
to that
think
song.
the meaning of the song makes any sense.
The song is basically Auntie Diaries. It's about how he was adjusting to like how his aunt was transitioning.
See, that's what I thought the plot was until he got to the end of the song.
Because it turned into
A
how
lesson
he
about
viewed how he used to view gay people.
Well, I was more on some like how he wasn't letting the white girl say nigga at the show. But it was like, well, you grew up your whole life saying this, and to me, that's like saying nigga. Like,
because look, throughout the song, you saw how he was like, because he
Yeah.
said like, my auntie's not gay, she just eat pussy.
yeah,
So that was him.
still
not even,
basically using that type.
That
of,
was him not even processing like.
Yeah,
That was him still thinking that being gay is like
the
a bad thing.
Yeah,
That's why he used the word.
yeah.
It was yeah, he did say the word, but it's not like he was calling someone that like you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the usage of the word. I don't think it was needed.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, let's use your boy Jack Harlow.
No, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
I already know what you're gonna
exactly.
say. If a white rapper was talking about how he had racist friends, and the racist friends,
So we used to say nigga, nigga.
yeah. No, I understand. I understand why it's problematic for sure.
It's
for
just
sure.
weird. Yeah, that's problematic. Kodak is just.
I just
to
thought the
me-
Kodak shit was problematic just because of the message he was trying to. I just don't think that, like, there's certain shit I don't think you
Maybe
can
it was
ignore.
just too much all in one album.
I just think there's certain shit you can't, like, ignore. Like, I'm like, I get niggas change, but like,
Can't ignore that nigga saying that mad loud in the mic a couple bunch of times.
No, I agree for sure.
Fucked up part. I love the album.
I thought the album was great. It was
Most of
double
that
disc.
shit don't bother me. I just think you like how you feel. For the world, it is a little problematic.
Kodak shit didn't bother me really. I was just saying I get why some niggas upset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I get you. Like it's problematic to the world, but to me, it don't bother me.
So the intro song, United in Grief, starts off, I've been going through something. It basically started off saying like,
Okay, I also feel like this was a one big. I mean, he made it clear, but it's a therapy session.
that's what this song started off. It was saying that he has been going through some shit in the last couple years, which we all have been. It's
Yep.
been a fucking rough couple years. and he started going to therapy because he's kind of during like the pandemic, like remember, you know who No Name is? She's a female rapper, and she was basically like, where's Kendrick at? Where's J. Cole at? Why them niggas not making music? This is the time you're supposed to make
she's
music.
the one
Yeah.
who started all that
And then
shit.
J. Cole responded like, I'm going through just this shit just like you. Why am I required to make music? And niggas were like on the fence about
Yeah.
that. Cause like whose side to choose? He's basically saying like, look, y'all been going through this shit. So have I been. I've been trying to cope just like y'all.
Yep.
I've just been
Regular
trying to process
human.
everything. And you know, he started off the bat talking about you know, how, you know, his infidelity a little bit. How he used like money and jewelry and sex to cope with like certain shit from his childhood.
Yeah.
So it gets personal like right off rip.
I think he, as weird as it sounds, I feel like he pulled a Moon Knight. Okay, because he talked about therapy, and therapy is this thing, I don't know the exact wording for it, but like we all have, for wrestling terms, different gimmicks in ourselves. There's like how Kanye is Kanye, Yeezus. These are all three different people. You can tap into a certain part of yourself and go that like direct way. Like for you, you are Justice Greg, but you are
You put my whole government out there.
damn.
It's cool. It's cool. It's
Damn.
Cool. It's cool. It's cool.
But injustice, even though that's just like, you know, something like you made or whatever, that is a part of you. That is something internally that was in you regardless. Like, so in therapy, they will be like, I don't want to talk to justice. I want to talk to injustice. And you got to fully take, because everyone has it, but they just don't fully go into that version of themselves. And I feel like he took, since he's in therapy, he probably knows like, yeah, like I'm Kendrick, you know, I talk about all these versions, but like back in the day, like when I was with my dad, I was like a regular nigga, like a money bitch, and I was like drowning. So he was probably like tapping into that self more than usual. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because everyone got different. Let's say you're split in three different versions of yourself. You can like go into like exactly that version and like basically let that version take over. Kind of like how Moon Knight has three different versions.
Nah,
You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I feel like this whole album, he was taking different versions of himself and like really tapping into those versions.
Yeah.
Instead of just being a typical Kendrick.
I think throughout the album, as we're gonna get into, it shows that like shit started happening early in his life, and he kind of tried to like push it in. And we talked about it like in Father Time a little bit in Worldwide Steppers, where like that's what his dad taught him.
Yeah.
To like, don't be sensitive, just keep that shit in.
Yeah.
So that's what he's programmed to do. So now with therapy, this shit is starting to come out, and that's where this album comes in.
And that's also why I feel like he picked niggas like Kodak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the fact that maybe he don't fully relate, but he's like, yeah, there's a part of me. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The same reason why niggas like me like Pusha. Like, I don't push shit, you know what I mean? But like, I have family. I know what it is. Like, it's a part of me that gets it. So it's nice to tap in when you're able to.
Yeah. So yeah, he starts off real personal. United in Grief is a cool song, a cool intro.
It is.
The album picks up for that second song, bro. N95, that beat is crazy. This is, I think, one of the few like shit that's gonna be on the radio. This shit is a banger.
That going into Worldwide Steppers is a crazy ass.
I think from N95,
honestly, then to Die Hard, yeah, that's a crazy ass like back to back to back.
I think N95 to Father Time is a crazy
run
and then we get to the interlude, and then it's. So,
I give it up to the interlude. I like that interlude, bro.
No, it's all good. It's just that run, and then like the interlude kind of takes it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so N95, bro,
crazy.
He was talking about like, I like or like the beginning of the song is kind of like a double entendre, because you know what N95 is. Yeah, of all people, you know what N95 is.
Yeah.
So basically, he was talking about how like you take all these things away, you take like woke culture, material things, take off the Wi-Fi, like take all this shit away, take off the Birkin bags, take it all away. You're ugly as fuck. Like you ain't. So basically, take all this shit away, and like you ain't got shit.
Take that mask off, ho.
So basically, like after all this like fake shit and material shit, you have nothing.
It don't mean shit.
But also, basically, he was saying like, you know how like niggas look or
Yep.
people
look better with that mask
People look
on.
cute until you take the mask off. So I think that was funny. I think that was funny. Kendrick, he's a different breed, bro.
Yo, working at my job, bitches look real different when they got a mask on versus when they don't.
I'm sure.
Like, bro, she be looking good. You don't know how much a jaw to like mouth to nose really means. Means a lot, people. Means a lot. It's weird, bro. I know I'm ugly compared to how I look with a mask on. I think everyone look a little ugly. You know, no. But when you look pretty and you take your mask off, you look real pretty. Like you like those are them famous bitches, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's always a little let down. I don't know why.
Always?
Maybe you're imagining how they look and it's never exactly how you imagine.
I feel like sometimes it could be an upgrade.
But those would be
you know there's sometimes girls take off, they put on their mask like, oh, she high, and then she takes it off, you're like, word?
But those be the bitches that you follow on Instagram now, but then you look, she got like 23 followers already. You know what I mean? Bitch already pretty.
Yeah.
She just had to go through it for the virus.
I feel. N95 was one of my favorite songs though.
I feel you. It's not mine.
One of.
I'm just saying.
It kind of reminded me like when I first heard DNA.
Okay.
Yeah, because you never hear that.
No. I don't give a fuck about that.
You be lacking, bro. You gotta listen to more music, bro.
Yo, you know what I listen to? Listen to Black Sabbath. Then get back to me.
I've listened to Black Sabbath before.
My nigga.
That's why, I'm not dapping you up because you need to get culture now. Yeah, listen to some fucking.
I don't listen to
Pusha
niggas.
T,
I don't
nigga.
listen to niggas.
It's pretty racist of you.
I could have said something else.
I know, and I'd put it in. Have fun getting a job later. Next track 3 is Worldwide Steppers. Here's where he started talking about like he started really getting into like his sex addiction.
I feel him.
And like how he's like really like basically I was cheating on my girl like with a bunch of white women. Basically.
Was this the song he was like talking about after the Mad City tour he
first time I fucked a white bitch I was 16 at the yeah bro at the Mad City tour.
This song is goated, bro.
Yeah. He's talking about how like it's like payback for his ancestors.
That was so tough, bro. I know my ancestors watching like
wild, bro.
Tough.
Wild.
The dude who made the soundtrack for Wakanda. Tough.
It's a good song though. Not one of my favorites, but it's definitely a good song.
It's up there for me.
It's
an all timer for me.
Then it's Die Hard.
I'm about to pain away. I thought to pain away.
with Blast and Amanda Reifer, something like that.
I don't know. They all
Great
good.
song.
Everyone on that song did they thing.
Great song. Blast was good. Amanda Reifer outsang Blast though. Her performance was great, bro.
I'm okay. No jokes aside, that is one of my favorite songs. On the album.
She made the song. We were talking about how like it sounded like some like Vince Staples new shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Really good.
I think
really,
he could
really
slide
good.
on that. I think if you do a deluxe, you should
sure.
like get a feature from him.
For sure, bro. For sure. This was I think this was one of my favorite tracks too. I guess he's talking about his wife here, right?
I don't even know. That was one of the songs I tapped out.
It's
I just vibed off.
That
That song was good.
Great music. I think he's talking about how much he loves his wife here.
Which is honestly, it's gonna make the song better once I start peeping what he's saying.
Yeah,
that song's so good. I'm just vibing to the song, bro. I feel like it's like some Tokyo Drift. They in a club type shit though.
Then it's Father Time with Sampha.
Yeah, you can't ignore the meaning of that song. That you know what I mean?
This might be one of the best songs in the album.
Yeah, that's just an amazing song.
I think that the fact that you can get so personal and still make just a beautiful song, bro. I haven't heard Sampha in a long time. He killed it on this. This song is basically about. I mean, it's daddy issues, bro.
Yeah, and it's nice to see like someone like especially a black person talk about their father issues with the present father.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not like I have father issues because he wasn't around.
That's a good point.
Which he acknowledged too. He had like talked about like niggas who are fatherless.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Usually it's my dad wasn't around. He left. His dad was around.
People can damage you being around. Like
exactly. And he got into where like he talked about how his pop's mom died, and then he like went to work the next day. He's like, Dad, why
Yeah.
don't you like?
And it's fucked up because it's like you in the song he basically told like Dad said what he say like, don't trust no one besides your mom and them. Get your money up.
Yeah,
So deep down, even though he went back to work, that shit fucked. Cause like even he was telling him like, don't trust no one but your mom and like her side like thumb. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
so like for him to be like the bills. What he said, the bills don't wait or whatever. Like whatever, he had to go back to work. That shit's like fucked up. You can see that like even though his father was doing fucked up shit to him, not on purpose though, he was like it's just like an endless curse.
It is because hopefully not endless though, because like as you can see, like his dad was like teaching him how to just bottle shit in, and he was bottling shit in, and now he's going back to like therapy and learning to unbottle that shit. So hopefully he can kind of like break that curse with his kids.
Yeah,
now.
didn't he say like didn't he say something like that? Don't bring that drama to your kids or like to the future or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. He said, leave the women alone.
Yeah. Till then, let's give the women a break. Grown men with daddy issues. Beautiful song, bro.
Why he saying daddy? Ugh.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Then it's the Rich interlude. That's with
Kodak.
Yeah. This was dope.
The awesome poet.
Kodak and Sampha.
Oh, word?
Yeah, shout out to Kodak, bro. I
didn't even know Kodak was creative like that.
I think
it's definitely Kendrick though. I wouldn't be surprised if Kendrick just wrote shit out and said, "Yo, just read it."
Yeah, it could have been Kodak not writing this, but also I think you have to be creative if you're a rapper. You have to have some sort of creativity, and I think maybe certain people just bring that out of you, or just working with other creative people.
Step your shit up, yeah.
Makes you step that shit up, or just brings that creative side out of you.
That could be, yeah,
for sure.
I see.
Then it was Rich Spirit.
I'm blanking on this. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the chorus. Rich nigga broke phone. Oh yeah. Bitch, I'm attractive. Yeah. This is fire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kendrick talking his shit on this album, bro. I like.
Yeah, some of these were just good songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's a low key song. Then track 8.
Yeah. Why this might be one of my top.
We Cried Together. Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Page.
That's a Griselda type shit, right?
Supposedly The Alchemist produced it.
I think so. That makes sense.
Because I know he produced one thing on this.
It sounded like Griselda type shit.
Produced by Emil Haney, Beacon, JLBS, and The Alchemist. Okay. So this song's fucking hilarious.
I love this song.
Basically, the song is an argument. It's basically an argument between...
Every old 90s argument movie you've ever seen in a song.
Baby Boy.
Yeah, bro.
You know what it is. It starts off, niggas argument.
I knew they was gonna fuck at the end.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired of these emotional ass, ungrateful ass bitches. And then it just goes in, and it's a back and forth between Kendrick and Taylor Page.
Taylor was bodying him though.
I'd have to credit both of them
as an argument standpoint. She was dogging him.
She was. Both of them had an amazing performance in this song because there's so much conviction in their voice. It sounded like a real argument.
She sounded like she was on the verge of crying.
They sounded hurt. Like it sounded real hurt when she's like she had a little ass dick. And he's like, you got me fucked up on God. That shit had me crying, bro. And like when
she started going out like, you the reason why R. Kelly, you could feel him like, oh my God, nigga. You could feel it. You was like, come on, bro. That don't even make fucking sense.
See, yeah. I think I understand what he was trying to do.
He was trying to make meaning to the song.
That would never happen in an argument, though. That's why I didn't fuck with it, because it kind of went in a different direction. Unless
you date one of them chicks like that.
But I feel like 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be arguing like, "Oh, you're the reason why." R. Kelly, like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
But then you know what though? What pissed me off? That he had a moment like that, and she was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But he was like, "That's why R&B bitches don't get along."
Yeah.
It's like what?
Which is funny.
I feel like he should have said what to that. Like when she was like, huh?
That song was just funny as hell, bro. Fuck your job. Today gonna be the day you walk to that bitch.
She said, I should have fucked your cousin. I was like, damn.
What you say, bitch? Nah, fuck you, bitch. That shit. There's so much anger in that shit.
I
bro.
love that song.
Yeah. Then it was the end of disc 1. It's Purple Hearts with Summer Walker and Ghostface Killer, which is the weirdest mix I've ever seen.
I think it's a weird song.
It's a weird song.
It's not a bad song.
No,
yeah, it's not a bad song.
It's not a bad song. I think it's probably one of the weakest.
But I think it needed to be. Well, no, but I think the placement of it gives you a breather, bro. Because that was so intense from that fuck you.
I'm not a big Summer Walker fan.
It sounded like the song they started fucking to.
You not fucking a Ghostface Killer.
Man, listen to the song.
Maybe the beat.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe the beat. It was written by West Side Boogie. That's interesting. West Side Boogie is tough. It was a cool song. I liked Ghostface Killer's verse. I'm just not a big Summer Walker fan.
Fuck Ghostface Killer. Fuck Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Fuck ODB.
Fuck Black Sabbath, nigga. Or whoever you were talking about.
Ozzy Oz. Fuck Ozzy Oz.
ODB over Ozzy Osbourne. Any day of the week. So then the first song on the second disc is "Count Me Out."
Count me out.
I love when you count me out.
That sounds like another song. I couldn't figure it out though.
Yeah, it's a similar. It's definitely a similar flow
from something that he's done before, right?
Maybe. Nothing's coming to mind right now.
So yeah, bro.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get back to it.
I don't know, man. Every time I hear that song, I think I feel like I've heard him on like a song that maybe he was featured on. Like I'm talking about old Kendrick too. I'm all tangled up, bro.
Yeah. So
is that Chief Keef?
Yeah, I think
Sosa.
So after Count Me Out was a good track. Then it was Crown.
I'm blanking on that one, bro.
Crown, not one of my favorite songs either. It was really slow paced. This one he was talking about. He was talking about kind of like
fucking white hoes.
Nah, not this one. This one like they put so much like expectations on like idols, I guess. He got to that. That's why it's called Crown.
Oh, okay.
Good track though, nonetheless. And then after Crown, it's Silent Hill, bro. Kodak. Pussies niggas off me like,
I actually like that song.
That shit was fire, bro.
I actually like that song.
That was a Baby Keem ass song.
Even though I hate that little part though.
Which one?
That sound bugs me out there.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. It's just not pleasant to my ear.
That's just hilarious, bro.
It's funny.
And Kodak, bro, had probably the best Kodak verse
I wish that
niggas ever heard, bro. He said my AP Roman numeral he said my AP Roman numeral, all my homies need pharmaceuticals or some shit like that.
I mean, a whole conglomerate. Yeah, that's fire.
Kodak was rapping on this shit, bro.
You think he wrote that shit?
Maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
I imagine like Kodak's trash. He's actually really good.
The AP Roman numeral, everywhere I go, need pharmaceuticals. I ran my whole conglomerate. I was just mapping out shit in the cubicle.
That is tough,
this
bro.
This nigga Kodak Black is rapping, bro.
Tough.
He's rapping. That song was tough. That was one of my favorite tracks. Then it was Savor Interlude. That's with Baby Keem. I'm glad Baby Keem got his own kind of like spotlight. And he was in his bag. He was in his Baby Keem bag. And then after that, it was Savior, the song with Baby Keem and Sam Dew. Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, good song. It's one of the better songs too.
Are You Happy For Me?
Yeah.
That shit is fire. Then it's Auntie Diaries, which we were talking about earlier.
Okay. No matter what, even if I like the song, it's not a song you're gonna listen to.
Yeah, I agree.
And not even because he says the word. It's just
it's not one of those songs you're supposed to listen to. It's one of those songs where you look back to, like. Cause
I can't unhear it. I'm always think my auntie is a man.
When you go back to this album and you're gonna be like, wow, this album's really amazing. You'll listen to that just to hear his wordplay and his storytelling and what he's trying to say. But you don't need to listen to this album. To this song when you're chilling.
Yeah, I don't see the scenario where you would be listening to the song.
Yeah, bro. You're not gonna have the bitches over and be like, Monty's a man now. They're gonna be like,
word.
Okay. But yeah, I get what he was doing with the song. It's definitely an important song.
I like the song.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Then at the end, Mr. Morale.
Yeah, I like that song.
Fire song. Then Mother, I Sober.
I'm not remembering that either.
Mother I Sober followed by Mirror. Mother I Sober was, I think, one of the best songs in the album.
Word, and I'm forgetting this. I'm blanking out on the song.
Yeah. He really, I think he got more into like how he was dependent on like sex, like how everyone has like their own addiction. That was like his addiction.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And how much he's sorry, and like he said, I made it home, 7 years of tour chasing manhood, but Whitney's gone.
Yeah, because he was somehow he never did no drugs.
She did all she could. Yeah. Yeah. And then he got into like all the shit like he went through when he was a kid with his mom, his family and shit. He got really personal, I think, towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely his most personal album for sure.
I mean, I feel like he's always talked about his father though.
A little bit,
but just not in super detail. I always just thought he was abusive.
And he's always talked about low key, because you gotta listen to his old music. He's always hinted of like temptation, I guess, when it comes to sex. Because in To Pimp a Butterfly, he said a couple times in the album, he said, the evil of Lucy is all around me. Lucy is short for Lucifer.
Yeah.
But it's also a girl's name.
Yeah.
So it could be the temptation of.
Yeah.
And also in Damn, he has a song called Lust, where he talks about lust.
Yeah.
I need some water. Something came over me. Let me put the head in. Hilarious song, but still a fire song. But yeah. I think this album was a bunch of shit that he kind of like hinted at, and it's always been there, but now he was forced to face it head on. And I think that this kind of happened to a lot of people because during quarantine, everyone was stuck in the house.
You're stuck with yourself.
You're stuck with yourself. So, I think everyone kind of had a tough time with that because I think a lot of people, are deal with a lot of shit.
I was chilling, booed up.
Yeah, you were booed up, lucky ass nigga.
Until it wasn't quarantine.
But I think a lot of people are kind of forced to really take a hard look at themselves during quarantine, and I think that that's how this album kind of came about. And I thought it was good, bro. Low key, I think this album humanized Kendrick in two ways.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, I feel.
One way, it shows you that, like, yeah, I'm on this pedestal that y'all put me on. I'm the GOAT. I'm Kendrick Lamar. Like, people go to listen to Kendrick Lamar to hear about shit they don't hear from anybody else, but he's as damaged as anyone.
As weird as it sounds, I feel like once he started doing got to Damn and I guess like Pimp the Butterfly to Damned or whatever, he got Kendrick Lamar Superstar. I feel like this album turned him back into like not K-Dot, but like more humanized.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like now I feel like he's back to like when he was about to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say like he downgraded in fame or nothing, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's not all
and
righteous and all.
And I think that makes sense. Because I think this album has probably the
like
least,
a purposeful fall from grace.
But I think that also it makes sense that this album has the least amount of bangers on it.
Yeah.
Like radio hits.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other reason why I kind of humanized Kendrick, because in the eyes of like the mainstream audience, we've never really seen Kendrick miss. This might be a miss to some people.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time where Kendrick dropped an album and niggas aren't immediately saying this is album of the year,
Yep.
So I think it kind of humanized him in that way too. Like, I don't think it's a miss.
Yeah.
Some niggas might think it's a miss, because some people might be looking for something else.
Yeah.
Than, from Kendrick. I think
you gotta be unpredictable. When you think you about to go right, make a U-turn. Like that, right? They'll say go left, make a U-turn.
Never let niggas know your next move.
Exactly.
That's how it is, bro. I think niggas' expectations kind of fucked their album experience up with this. I thought it was fire, bro. I don't know where this ranks with his other work. I gotta listen to it. I need more time with this, but definitely a great album.
This was his Whole Lotta Red.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what I came into my head.
You know what's crazy? That's not even a crazy It's crazy comparison because it's Cardi.
Yeah.
But Whole Lotta Red was something like totally different that he did. And
actually, it's a little bit of a. I like what you're doing. You're making it make sense. I just made it.
You really did some wild shit.
Yeah, you're making it. Yeah.
I get it though. But this was a fire album. Shout out to Kendrick, bro. I don't know if it's album of the year though. I think this.
So since you don't got the sex problem no more, Kendrick, yo, all your old hoes slide on my way.
Why do you want his sloppy seconds from the Good Kid, Mad City tour in 2014?
I didn't say just the white hoes.
I think that's what he was fucking on. Was white hoes.
And the last time he fucked on a hoe was 2016 in the Mad City tour.
That's what he talked about.
That's the only one he talked about. I know he has more.
So you just want all the white hoes.
I didn't even say white hoes.
That's what he was tempted by.
But because he was tempted don't mean he was only fucking on white hoes.
Why do you want Kendrick sloppy seconds?
Everyone's sloppy seconds. Unless she's a virgin.
There's some virgins out there.
But now if I was going around looking for only virgins, wouldn't I feel like a creep?
That is a little creepy.
It is very creepy.
That is a little creepy.
It's a weird vibe, right? To be giving out.
But it's not. Yeah, everyone's sloppy seconds, sure. But you're looking for that specific nigga sloppy seconds.
Bro, no, I know he.
Why you want his dick?
Because he's definitely not fucking.
Why are you want his dick?
But he's not fucking no ugly hoe.
You just put for 20 minutes. You talking about how great of an artist he is, and now you want the same girls that were fucking him.
I know he's not picking no uglies.
That's a good point, actually.
I know he's not picking no uglies.
That's actually a good argument. If I'm gonna cheat on my wife, I'm not cheating on ugly. I'm not cheating with no ugly.
Exactly. Like,
it's a great point.
No, he's not picking no uglies.
Look, he just killed my whole argument. Congratulations.
Yeah,
thank y'all for tuning in.
Watch this. Yeah.
Make sure you tap into all the old episodes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube for the visuals. Subscribe, Injustice 888.
Niggas who watch on the pod gonna be real confused, like why they go quiet for a little bit.
Yeah, facts. Follow me on Instagram _Injustice. What's your Instagram?
Future Hellboy. On everything.
Yeah, we got more episodes coming soon. Subscribe to Juicebox TV for more content, and comment down below what you want to hear us talk about on the pod, bro. Let us know, bro.
What's your porn suggestions?
Yeah, give us your porn suggestions. What's your go-to porn star? Why do you just whisper to me Johnny Sins?
Whoa, bro.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
That's tough, though. Honestly. What's yours? We got to answer it now before the pod ends.
You got to answer yours first. I ask first. Go-to.
Damn.
That's a tough question.
I'll pick a white hoe. I'll pick a white hoe for you.
Who?
Her name is Janice Griffin or Janice Giffen. Griffin. I saw her on a No Jumper pod one time. I was like, it's good when you see it when you don't know them as a porn star. And you're like, yo, she's cute. And you peep that the podcast is about her being a porn star. And you're like, fuck this podcast. I'm out.
Oh, God.
And ever since then?
She's good at what she does?
She be acting, though. Definitely. She be having her tongue out. And she's like, like, I'm coming out. Like, who fucking nuts with their tongue out? But it's entertaining. I be nutting from that.
I feel.
How about you? You got to answer yours now. Don't give no whack one either, like Tiana Trump or whatever.
Recently, I don't know, you might know her, Violet Myers. Shout out to Violet Myers. And
she a freaky leak.
Yeah.
I heard she be fucking fans and shit too.
I'm trying to find out.
Like I heard she be like fucking them niggas who be going to the porn conventions and shit.
I will not be at the porn conventions. That sounds like a nasty scene. But we'll see what happens. And thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time.
Porn Comic-Con, bro. Shout out, people.